also Dimly just knowing that it's okay, we want to be the team to beat them. We know we can. We know we have an impressive record. We know we have an open goal. A Fire Ninja makes some pay and take the early 1-point lead.
Although, I guess a miscommunication, lacking communication, game was stunned out. Someone should have told him. Citizen shot on Saluda. Saluda gets a big stop there. St. Louis Hustle back in possession, still down by 1 as we approach the half. Still over 3 minutes to go, though, in the first half. Taco sending on across. What a play to Ryan! And that's what that man does. Gets it in for the 2. The St. Louis Hustler are going to go up by 1, 14-13. We're still 3 minutes into the flow to Lacy Stark zone. Good defensive boost there from Jay Walker, sending it right back through. A nice bounce there. Is that going to go in? Shut up. Are you kidding me?
Realistically, known for their passing and their defense. And there it is. Off a feed.
Into the bubble. But it's looking to press that is Loveridge and Co. So they will, in fact, find that extra pass as they do.
Beautiful bounce pass. Back to back where anyone tries to bounce off of that spot at mid there. Knows how touchy can be. Mad. Oh, what a setup to Tony.
It is Wednesday, and we got a big night for you guys tonight. First up, we have got the Chicago Wizards versus the St. Louis Samurai. Chicago Wizards trying to battle their way into and secure a spot as a wild card team in the playoffs against the St. Louis Samurai, who have been on a destructive force this entire season. Followed by that, we will have the New Orleans Orions versus New England Stack, and then the Denver Raptors versus Los Angeles Destroyers, who, if the Chicago Wizards lose and the LA Destroyers win, LA Destroyers will be in the wild card slot for the playoffs. But the Denver Raptors looking to get their first win for tonight, and take down the LA Destroyers, which will thereby keep them out of the playoffs, even if the Chicago Wizards lose. So a lot going on tonight. We will get you rolling right in. I will bring out my friend Dimwee in the house. Dimwee, say what's up.
What's up?
What is up, indeed. And what is up is the rules. Got him. And as always, we will stand and honor the rules of the game. Please, in your most, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Cordial? I got nothing. Nope. Cordial? Yeah, most cordial voice. Get on your collared shirts, pop them. There will be 8-minute quarters. There will be a 5-minute halftime. There'll be one timeout per team, per half, and that timeout will be 1 minute long. Fifth player allowed in the spawn area. They can come in between breaks in play, and overtime will be a golden goal. And as always, no toxic or discriminatory behavior. We're coming up on the playoffs. We've all had a great time. We've all been treating each other well. No reason to start treating each other poorly now. We're all here to play, and we're all friends. And with that, we won't belabor this. We will jump right into covering the teams over on the St. Louis Samurai, the blue side tonight. We've got Jay Franzel, Rocks Titan, C. Jason, Time, and Blue. Can't say enough about this team. They've been killing it. We saw them murder it last week, and obviously they're looking to do the same this week. Who do we got over on the Wizards?
Man, I want to pull out the soapbox so hard right now. On the Wizards, of course, Jay Franzel, Rocks Titan, C. Jason, Time, Blue. Rye Ruff. I'm sorry, I can't stop myself. Rye Ruff. The show can't start until all the players in the arena, and all the players can't be in the arena when we're still settling server stuff. So tell your teammates to settle server stuff before start time. So anyways, yeah, Chicago Wizards, Mad, Lil Weepo, Hunter Belly, Swag War, Tony, right? They are number one here in the this conference, 12-1 here up against the Chicago Wizards. I'm sorry, I got it backwards.
You got it backwards.
St. Louis Samurai are number one,
Yeah.
12-1. The Chicago Wizards are number 5, 5-8. The Chicago Wizards, they kind of need a victory to get into the postseason at this point. Have we covered this yet?
We did, and while we're doing that, send them to Ready Up. Tonight's game brought to you by iHeartRadio and Asterion. Dimwee, go with the soapbox, my friend. It's yours.
Oh, that was it. I had to respond to Ryruff because So, anyways, just chill out. Although respect to Ryruff, great player. I don't have any beef with him personally at all. Although I'm sure sometimes he feels like I do. I'm pretty sure he might think I pick on him, but I don't. I don't at all. He speaks, I speak. We tend to speak at each other a lot. So Chicago Wizards. The situation here is so if they win, they're in the postseason.
Yeah.
If they lose, they got to wait for that last game tonight. The Denver Raptors versus the Destroyers, LA Destroyers, because if the Chicago Wizards lose tonight, the Los Angeles Destroyers, oh my goodness, if Chicago loses and LA wins, LA's in the postseason. That's the only situation where LA can get in, though. If Chicago wins and LA wins, Chicago's in. If Chicago loses, LA loses, Chicago's in. So it's up to it's first up to Chicago, and if Chicago wins, they're in. If they lose, they got to wait for that last game.
It's truly Chicago's to lose at this point for that playoff spot, and it's not do or die. It's like do or like maim, maybe. And if they lose, right, they still have a chance. But you also have the Raptors in the hunt tonight for their first win of the season. Last game of the season. They were looking real good last week against the Vipers, and so they're going to make LA Destroyers work for it, and we're going to make you work for it and watch all 3 games because you want to find out what's going to happen, and we're going to slow roll it.
It's also going to be nutty.
It is going to be nuts. Tonight is going to be nuts, so get hyped for it. Teams are getting their stuff together right now, and then shortly we will be in the mix. And as always, we need to read about the eggs. I almost forgot. So don't forget, every commercial that is streamed here during this AAA and Pro Series and during the postseason will have Nepa-themed Easter eggs. Some are obvious and some are really hidden. Every time you can name one of those in those commercials, write it down on your form that we've already released, get those Easter eggs in, and be entered to win a $250 gift basket plus $100 cash and more. And if you need to know what that form looks like and what the best way is to put it together, talk to Juicefer. He's got a killer spreadsheet. It may blow your mind, but it'll allow you to put all the Easter eggs down. Write them down, get them in. Juice of Fire, yes, right, Juice of Fire. Your name has been officially changed, sir. And it sounds like the peeps are doing the Ready Up thing.
Just about. I believe we're waiting on one more. Somebody dropped out there, and I believe it's main roster. I don't have my roster pulled up in front of me, but I believe it is. Is it one of the main rosters in Bloop AAA, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bloop is AAA.
Yeah, so missing one of the main roster players here, friends with Rock Titan, C. Jason. +1 here for the time. That's it, time. That's certainly a sort of a caliber of player you don't want to be short here, especially you look at the Wizards. And I mean, it's really interesting because, these teams, you see these players, and I would say these are equally skilled teams just looking at the rosters. In all honesty, that's not. Here's the thing about I don't say things. I don't like. If I genuinely don't think something, I'm not going to say it just because. I'll make a K. I'll find a way to say something to cause rabble. that I agree with, but I'm able to phrase it in a way or whatever. But here, we're looking at these rosters genuinely. I would say this is an even matchup, and I know the record doesn't say that. Their placement doesn't say that. 12-1 versus 5-8. Probably St. Louis Samurai probably one of the favorites going into the postseason. They've just been so strong. I think their only loss was earlier on, really early in the season. Mm-hmm. And that was it.
Yeah, that was against the Dallas Knights.
Yeah. And at this point, they have usurped the Dallas Knights as the presumed strongest team in their conference. So it's really interesting how chemistry and team makeup and player styles can have such an impact. As we are getting started here, it looks like Time is having trouble getting back in the game, or maybe having some trouble with his equipment. You know what? He was having some internet trouble not too long ago, so it may be being plagued once again. So we are getting started here in the first quarter. St. Louis Samurai going to be downtime. The loop will be in as teams line up for this first joust. Quarter one underway. Teams launch out. First touch. First touch was to the Wizards, but it will be a headbutt there from the Samurai. Although I believe a teammate's losing it. Another incidental disruption. And then another. What is going on right now? I don't know. Swagwar gets it picked up and sends it out. That was a lot of back and forth there. Nobody holding on for too long. Both teams, you can tell they're both desperate to get off strong, to start off strong here. As Matt handles that one on the far side, they have two in the bubble, a little stacked on each other, so they're going to spread out now. And that's why they sent it back to the back line there, Lil Guipo, to slow it down. 40 seconds off the clock here in the first quarter. Lil Guipo sending that one in. Mad looking for a cut, hits the cut, and one more pass. Maybe one more, putting on the brakes. There it is. Swag War slams it in. 2-point lead to the Chicago Wizards to kick us off here in the first quarter.
And hard fought there for the Wizards, really making their presence known here, putting a lot of stuns on the St. Louis Samurai. Samurai getting inside the bubble, but not able to connect there. Maybe just a little bit too hype. Got to slow it down a little bit. And my apologies. Juicifier, you are right. August 31st, the egg did close. I just like reading about the egg so much that I kind of just fell in my old habit patterns. But maybe you should just write down the eggs anyways, just because. And Blue coming in off a great steal, what was a great block by Swag. It's going to pick it up off the defender, bring it right back into the bubble, and continue to press home for another 2 points.
So there you go. They're going to tie it up again, or they're going to tie it up quickly, rather. Blue putting that one in for a 2. Swag, and then Bloop, and now the Chicago Wizards with the shots advantage. They have 2 moving out center. And one immediately backs off. Swag, we're stunned out, and then a headbutt there. Looks like an accidental. As that'll knock that loose. Guipo will get it recovered here for the Wizards, sending it across to a team at Hanavelli. As Hana moves in, Guipo moves in. They've also got Swagger with him, and Hana will try to take that one in himself. Rocks Titan picks it off, sends it out, gets a good bounce there, puts it right near the goal, but there's a defensive stack for the Wizards to pick that one up. 2 minutes off the clock now. As Swagger handles that one. Ooh, nice stun, nice dusty there on Bloop. As Bloop continues to maintain that pressure on Swagger, and Swagger will back that one up there to Mad. As they will start moving up, attacking mid now. Swagwar with Mad. Swag with a boost. Mad to Swag. The Mad Swag pair. Swag moves on in. One behind the goal there. And Hanavelli getting the goal he was looking for earlier. They're up 4-2.
A good read there by the offense from the Chicago Wizards. Really taking their time. Very patient play. Working the way around. Making sure they had those passes open. Continuing to stay on the move. Making the defense chase them down. And then finding those connects there inside the bubble. And finding the weak spots in the goal there.
So the Wizards desperately hunting this victory here in this game. 3 minutes in, have gotten a turnover here with this lead. 4-2 is Guipo. Sends it back to Mad. Mad's got Bloop behind. He'll back up as well. Hanavelli now looking for a cut pass a little bit off the mark. Bloop is there to recover it. The clear out, not good. Caught in the trap. Rocks Titan gets there with a good slap. Right behind it, Swag with a boost. The Swag takes a moment to get there, has to contend with Jay Franz with a nice juice to get away from Franz. On that left side, shoulder block, at least left side for Jay Franz, right side for Swag. As this one gets sent out here back down to the Samurai zone. A good touch there, but then a better stun. Rocks Titan, and instead Jay Franz with a stun up there. Bloop on the far side. They have 2 boosting out, 1 behind. Open goal. Ooh. Jay Franz, what? The St. Louis Samurai in the lead, 5-4.
That was a great run. St. Louis came out. Good pickup there a little bit. Looked like almost a little bit of a miscommunication of who was going to get the discs there. But as they got their stack together, sent it over to Bloop in the far side tunnel, and then getting that relay as Bloop just sent it straight down to the far side and allowed Jay Franzel to find that open goal. That is the St. Louis Samurai I've been seeing all season.
You know, Echo Arena 2 better have a simulated crowd so we get simulated crowd noise. And someone in chat, someone watching is going, Echo Arena 2? Yeah. No, not really. I'm lying. I'm full of it.
Nope, you heard it here first.
Lansing just got so happy. It's Hanavelli here on the near side. He's been pushing that for so long. Swag War. Guipo Whoa. Nice recovery there. Hunter Valley puts it in for the 2, and the Wizards will retake the lead here 6-5. As that's good placement there. That's when you're compressing around the goal. That's why you compress. Because it's almost like you ever drop a quarter and it spins all the way down and it kind of like makes louder and louder noise until it hits. You know what I mean? They get that like whoop. That's kind of what's happening when your defense is or your offense is compressing with the disc around the bubble. What a read there, Swagmore.
Fun science fact. That's kind of the sound 2 black holes make when they crash into each other. Ooh.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It is true.
Actually, not actually. Oh, Luke Guipo with the slam dunk. Good get back there from the offensive stack on the run, and a great clear coming out of the Chicago Wizards there, putting them up by 3. And so, to be fair, it's not actually a sound. It's gravity waves that they turned into a sound, just so I don't get blown up on the interwebs. We're like, it's not. There's no noise in space. Yeah, I know.
Well, anyways, if you're in a certain area, anyways, blue up on the far side. Looking to bring this one in, Rocks Titan. Stop there in the goal. Mag gets a stop, and then always going to be off of Jay Franzel's head. His little Guipo. Jay Franzel, big stop there. Shockwaves can propagate through dust. Far side will be collected by Matt, so no sound, but there's like a gray area. Anyways, far side, someone's going to get mad that I just said that. Swagmore on the far side. Because I'm definitely stepping over some nuance as well. To say that. Matt will send this one up because it's not really sound. But Guipo, Hunter Valley stunned out at the edge of the bubble there by Blue. As we have less than 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. That's a good send out there. They have a player in the area. C. Jason has it. Open goal opportunity. Ooh, not anymore. 1v4. What do you do in this situation? What would you do for a Klondike bar? We'll do that. They're back with a 1.
That was a great. The entire team just lined up in a giant wall inside the goal, and just having 4 echo units staring back at you as you're trying to line up a 3. Great work not taking it and getting it back out to Blue to feed it in there for 2.
Looks like we do have a dropout. Tony dropping out here for the Wizards. Fortunately for the Wizards, Tony was their 5th player, so
rough server
no
night,
disruption. Well, that was he probably timed out actually.
Yeah.
I see that if you watch occasionally, the 5th players will suddenly disappear, and then you'll see them back in a minute. It's because they timed out and they realize they messed up, and they get back in real quick. It's Matt on the back line. We'll see what happens. If he comes back within 30 seconds, you know what happened. Swagmore sets up the cross pass, Hunter Valley, but if he's not back, it's probably the internet. Yeah. As far as we're presuming time, is having internet issues right now. Although I'm surprised I'm not seeing him in the chat on his cell phone.
He is in the chat. He was like, somebody doesn't want me to play tonight, but he
is in the chat.
He is back. Just like that, back up by 3, 20 seconds left here. Maybe enough time here for them to sink a 3. We'll see what they come out with.
As a quick pass here, near side, Rocks Titan. Sends it back across. Jay Franzel. Ooh, almost connecting that one to Bloop. Bloop would have gotten a 1v1, and Mad will get that cleared, and that should end the first quarter. 10-7 in favor of the Wizards. The Wizards, who need a victory here against the #1 team, probably in the league.
Yes, definitely in the league.
A lead as we go into the first intermission. We'll be right back.
Rolling right back in. We have got the Wizards right now up by 3, who need a win tonight in order to secure their spot in the wild card against the #1 team in the league, the St. Louis Wizards, or excuse me, St. Louis Samurai, play the Chicago Wizards. We've got people dropping out, people coming back in. They're up by 3, trying to hold on here to this lead, but continuing to get a bunch of pressure from the St. Louis Samurai, who are being held at bay very well right now by the Chicago Wizards. They're going to have to keep up that pressure the entire 4 quarters if they want to maintain this lead and walk away with the W tonight, which they direly need.
We'll see if they can do that. Also, Breezebo, comment in the chat, does anyone hear the music and think it sounds like it? So I'm not saying it's the case for this specific song. That specific song is a nice. Honda Valley kicks us off quick here with a 2. They're up 12, up by 5 now. The Wizards are doing really well. But it could be totally accidental, but it is the case that some folks do make careers out of writing songs that are specifically designed to sound like popular songs, but not sound enough like them that they get sued. And then they sell those songs. So like companies don't want to pay for the rights for the song they want, but they want something that sounds like that in their commercial. Actually, the song I open Monday Matches Madness with every Monday on my Twitch. Certainly, a little bump there, but shot there off the post. Rock Titan picks it up. Time in the game, by the way. Jay Franzel will turn this one around. That one was actually, I used to use the intro track for Lone Echo, but I'm technically breaking the law by doing that. So I basically used Guipo shot there. I asked, what's his name? Link. To make something similar, and oh my god, what he made was amazing, and still evokes the same feeling. So
there you have it.
There. So yeah, so stuff like that definitely. Although he didn't copy it, he didn't try to make it sound the same. It just evokes similar emotions. Rocks Titan, a much needed goal there for the Samurai.
I like how you ratted yourself out. I like how you ratted yourself out, and then explained it like, yeah, but I am no longer breaking the law.
Well, it's a thing because game music, you won't get copyright strike for using gaming music. And if you watch some like but YouTubers that make like skits and stuff, especially if they're like fantasy based, they'll use video game music because they know they can get away with it. Because the video game companies don't send the copyright bots after the video game music, because then streamers would just get copyright striked all the time. Same with YouTubers who are just playing games. So they don't include those in those bot libraries. Rock Titan will get a goal here. And so that's why you can really get away. But if you're not, you are technically breaking the rule. They're just letting you break the rule because it's more of a hassle to kind of be that granular with it.
You heard it here first. Big music is lazy. Big music's lazy.
Well, the video game music, not regular music. Regular music, they'll crush you. Yeah.
I still want to stick with my original.
The MPAA will annihilate your entire life.
Big music's still lazy.
Do not mess with them. Ooh, they are big mad. Ooh. Mad though, sending that one in. Jay Franzel on their far side. Sorry, way off topic.
we took a little excursion there. It was nice.
It's interesting though. I find it very intriguing. I would though. This one loose there mid. It won the neutral zone. Bit of a scrum for it, and a scoop back to mid. Still scrumming for it. Honda Valley picks it up. Dude,
Wizards are fighting hard, man.
Yeah, what do they do? How do they prepare? Although just notable that Tony is not back yet, so Tony not timing out, presumably having some internet issues of his own. Sounds like Time transferred his internet issues to Tony. Maybe it is Tony time. CJ turns this one around, and Time will send that one out. That's a lock shot. Is that going to be on? Ooh, off the post. Very near. Go again. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 4.5 minutes to go in the half. It's Time handling that one, gets stunned out. Guipo with the pickup and the send out. That's going to be all the way down. Oh my goodness, that almost goes in. Swagworth though will take out the trash. They're up 14-11.
I don't know who that. I think that was Swag and Rocks Titan, and just a neck and neck stack race there to get back. Swag tries to stun out the stack as they're getting ready to come back, and is not able to do it, but is able to get a great chain there and get all the way back. Feed it perfectly through the mail slot there and pick up the bounce off the 3. Swag just fighting with everything he's got here and really making St. Louis work for it, taking him to task, man.
Rocks getting a 1v1.
Rocks is like third dunk tonight. Like he has been he's like, dudes, I figured it out. You just keep it and walk it in.
See, he's not just ducking. He's actually pulling off some moves here. Yeah, he's been playing with Dash for too long at this point. That's some stuff Dash does. Rocks has probably gotten significantly more physical, athletic in his play style after spending time with the Dash Man. I'm certain of it because you can see it in the way he's scoring there. There's a lot of physicality in those goals. He's not just swinging his arm. There's a whole body movement involved there. Bloop,
Wow.
is in here. We'll get one in.
Was that a pass to Bloop, or did he pick it out of the goalie's hands?
That was a pass. That was a setup. A beautiful setup with that.
Oh, dude, that was right. Just out of arm's reach of the goalie. That was beautiful.
Also, that puts the Samurai back in the lead here, 15-14. They did have a lead for a short time early on, but not since then. Not since first half of the first quarter. The Swag World was sending this one up, so the first eighth of the game. For any of you math nerds out there, mad across Hunter Valley, although that's like the simplest of math nerdism. The Swag War converting fractions.
You heard it here first. Math is easy.
Swag War, edge of the bubble. Juking around here. That was very ambitious, but yeah, Franzel reads it. That was a swag shot, just inverted. As this one gets cleared all the way in. Ooh, angle there. Puts it right near the goal, but Mad will get a recovery here. 2 minutes to go in the half. St. Louis Samurai still up by 1. We've been scoreless here for a minute ish as Guipo looks to clear that one in. I believe actually that was a setup for Hunavelli. Ultimately does work out as a setup for Hunavelli. Turns around quick enough, gets by 1. It's a 1v1. Ooh, look at that placement. Corner pocket. They're back up by 1.
Well done. And good read there. Great moves by Hunavelli down there on the floor. Working his way into the defense there and then feeding it right into the far pocket there with the goalie that was upside down that was making me wonder what was going on. But was it not enough to confuse Hunavelli as he sinks it for another 2?
And CJ send that one there, far side, Franzel. And Franzel sends it through, and then hands of Rocks across. As Bloop, they've got a 2v1 against the goalie. Goalie's dead to rights. If they're quick enough, they are. Look at that. CJ backhands it. Behind the back. Behind the back alley-oop. We need a name for that. They're going to go up by 1.
Ooh, let me think on it for a little bit. Behind the back alley-oop.
A bally-oop?
The bally. I like bally-oop.
A backy-oop?
The backy.
It's a backy.
It's a back.
That
backy.
is such an Australian-sounding name, like title for a backy.
The back. And he gets a backy. Was that British? I think that was British.
Well, it all sounds the same when you're American. As Rock's sends someone across, Jay Franz. Oh, shot there. Hunavelli gets a grab. Well, you know what they call bikers in Australia?
Huh?
Bikies.
Oh.
I'm not even kidding. To us, it sounds infantilizing. CJ gets a good grab there, but it sounds just as biker-like to them as biker sounds to us. It's bad sends this one across. So Guipo, stop, Bloop. Turns it around. Victoria, what's up? We have a Jahan Aussie in the chat as Swag War juking around there. Hello from the other side of the world. I hope the blood isn't rushing to your entire cranium because you're upside down. Swag War juking on the floor. Sends it up.
Oh,
they will get the final goal at the end of the half here, 18-17. So the Wizards are putting in the work in this game.
Yes, they are.
Going into this extended intermission, they're up by 1. We will be back. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. What up for those of you looking to claim this week's NFT, the last regular season NFT? Head on over to www.nepavrpro.com/NFT to fill out the NFT claim form. In order to complete that claim form, you'll need the secret password, and yes, we will give it to you today. It is Pro Series. That's Pro Space Series. The deadline to submit the claim form is 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, September 11th. That is Pro Space Series. Don't type space. or do type space, whatever. I mean, I don't run your life, but I'm just saying that's probably not going to get you the NFT. And with that, we are rolling right back into this game. Up by 1, the Chicago Wizards holding on and doing an amazing job of it, really making the St. Louis Samurai work for it, who, by the way, have a 92% win percentage. Yes, I'm busting out Glean. Shout out to you if you're listening. The stat sheet is a bomb. And against current playoff teams, they are 75% on their win average. So the St. Louis Samurai are nothing to balk at, and the Chicago Wizards are coming in right now 5-8 in the hunt for that wild card spot and really putting in the work.
Yes.
And I mean, right now we've only got 3 players with points on the board here for the Chicago Wizards, but Hunavelli leading the pack there with 10. And then the other 8 split between Lil Guipo and Swag. We've got all 4 players with points across the board over there on the St. Louis Samurai, which I think in the long run is going to very much benefit them. However, the Chicago Wizards have been doing a great job of meeting that. I mean, the possession time alone, they're almost double what the St. Louis Samurai have.
You know what I find interesting, because Mad is historically, and maybe I give Leverage too much credit. I don't think I do, though. I don't think I do. I might not give him enough. Mad historically played with Leverage over there on the Kangaroos. They're back together, of course. I've been talking about it a lot lately. Everybody knows it. But you see, so I always talk about how a team, and I'm wondering if it ultimately plays out, because I always, the team with the even stats tends to win. Tends to be the team that pulls out the victory. The team with the more even stats tends to be the team with the spikier stats. And if you look over at the Chicago Wizards right now, they have a very spiky stat line. You see Mad very heavy on the defensive side of things. Everyone else kind of heavier on the offensive, though Swag War doing the thing he does, playing that center stop position. We need a center. We need a proper center in Echo Arena. There's certain players that play that position. Swag War is one of them. Game, Shrimbitsky are kind of, those two are like the classic center style players. Swag War's another one of them. We need obviously you look at CJ's stat line, very, very likely him as well. There's a lot of players. We need to start incorporating that into our actual team makeups. But anyways, just looking, so I'm wondering, ultimately, because I talk about this, and what happens is I talk about it like this at halftime and I go, well, it's a close game, but one team is kind of even and one team is kind of spiky, and usually the even team wins. What happens? The even team does tend to win. So I'm curious if that's going to play out here, but I wonder if that influence that Matt has from Leverage, although Leverage does tend, you tend to see still the even stuff on the, just that generaling, that quarterbacking, that making sure that everybody's playing to their strengths. Because if you look at the stats that are playing out, they are playing to their strengths. So I'm curious if Mad's style of captaining will overcome what I think is a general trend.
Yeah, I mean, well, one of the spikiest teams last season was the Orlando Cyclones with Game, and they dominated, and they always had spiky stat lines. But I mean, a lot of that was because Game's spike was so much higher than everyone else's. You could argue that the rest of the team had very, very even stat line, and Game was just spiking that much higher above everybody else. But I mean, it was a spiky stat line nonetheless, right?
I mean, that's fair enough, although I'd like to go back and see the actual numbers, because if it is just, if the spike is just Game popping off, then, I would consider that the exception rather than, you know what I mean?
The rule?
Like the opposite of the rule. I would consider an exception to the rule rather than a rebuttal to the rule, if that makes sense.
I like it.
So we are going to get started here in the second half. Tony up the Swag. Hunavelli, excuse me, that's Swag War, not Tony. Tony is back in the game, however. Although time is back out, so it looks like they are trading off technical internet issues. There's a big shield there from Swag War. They're going to have numbers to set up with those. CJ said, what a stop there, and the goal is that one gets sent all the way out and all the way down. And I'm actually wondering now, is Tony and Time the same? I used to think
they're never in the same place at the same time.
Right? I used to think they were the same person because of Tony Time, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely Tony. And it turned out to be, if somebody knew, is Blue Pits it. But now I'm wondering, is Tony Time?
Ooh, I like it. That's your new conspiracy theory for the night. are Tony and Time the same person? One's Clark Kent, one's Superman.
You know, someone in the chat's going to be like, you know what? I'm on a team with both of them. I've never seen them in the same place at the same time.
There it is. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
So ban them both just to be safe. You know what? Go ahead. Franzo, bring it in. Don't. They're actually both good dudes. I think they are. Someone is going to email me later and be like, bro, do you have any idea who you just endorsed? You know, I've definitely had that happen before. So we'll be at 21-19. St. Louis Samurai get another one here. Back within 2. That's Mad juking around there. We'll send that one to the far side tube. Hunnabelly. Long heave in. Uh-oh. Opportunity. But the goal is not open for very long. Ducking 1. Can't duck 2. Rocks Titan stops that one. But it will have to be Jay Franzel with the ultimate recovery, sending it out through the near side tube all the way down and in. Jay Franzel with that pickup. Playing both sides of the arena. The one-man powerhouse. St. Louis Samurai is up 22-21 once again.
Crushing it. Jay Franzel coming in, and he popped off last week as the captain of the AAA team. Really doing some impressive work here for St. Louis Samurai. Keep your eye on him. Keep your eye on that guy. Next season, gonna be a thing. Gonna be a thing.
He's actually one of I think his first team was with Psychotic. A long shot.
Oh, swag with the answer.
You know, I could actually let's say if Nepa ever does look into coaches, if Psychotic is not at the top of your list, particularly for young player development, you're not paying attention. So I'm just saying that right now. Pay attention to that one. I am fully endorsing that player. Bloop on the far side as a coach. Bloop and as a player.
Might be something in the works.
Awesome. I'm happy to hear it. As this one gets sent in here, taking a bounce up to the ceiling. Swag War juking around. Mad. Set up. Everybody's set up. Swag waiting for, you know, what are you waiting for? The grass to grow? What am I quoting right now?
I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Hold on. That's a thing. What are you waiting for? Come on, somebody help me out here.
The grass? I think this was the grass to grow. I've heard that before.
What am I quoting?
No idea.
I feel like it's a cartoon.
You're in a different universe right now.
Rocks Titan. I'm always 10 seconds smaller. Jay Franz on the far side. Duking around there. Sets up. Time has to back that one out. And Jay Franzel.
Oh, nice.
It's Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
What are you waiting for? The ice to freeze? Let's play or something like that. I know it's ice to freeze now. That's what it is. Mighty Ducks.
No, that was a great pun because it was a great duck by Rocks on the way in. I thought that's what you were talking about. I thought you were saying that was a Mighty Ducks.
No,
I was like,
I wasn't. That's brilliant. Too funny. That is too funny and not intentional at all. Is this one will be collected by Swag War here? Swag War sending it in, hits Lil Guipo. Lil Guipo though gets hit by the goalie at Hunnabelly. Doing the jukes. Let's cross Swag War. Swag War will back it out. Mad. There on the back line. Emilio! Yes. Lil Guipo. Nice reference there. That was actually a reference to Night at the Roxbury.
No, wow.
There's Matt there on the far side. Looking to send this one down. Yeah, they tell us this really terrible halfway through story. Anyways, Lil Guipo. Juking.
A lot of time. Oh, look at that patience. A lot of time. Just waiting for somebody to come get him. And then finally opens up the lane, exactly what he wanted. Sends it in. Dialed in right to the corner.
It's knuckle puck time.
The Echo Flying V. Dude, Juice of Fire. That could be a new rollout strategy.
Franzel. Uh-oh. Disruption.
On too long.
Down on the floor. Although I don't believe a Flying V would work too well for Echo.
Have you tried it?
If you have the disc, you can't boost. And if you're boosting, you can't have the disc.
But have you tried it? You
know what? I personally haven't. So yeah.
You don't know then. You don't know. It could be amazing.
I do know, but fine. Fine. CJ to back someone out. There's fine. I'll let you have this one for now. CJ said Rocks Titan. That's it for the two. They're going to come back within 2 once again. St. Louis Samurai though have been playing catch up this entire game.
Yes, they have been just holding on to that lead and just preventing St. Louis Samurai from popping off. And I think a lot of that is due to, I mean, they just haven't really been able to get Time in the game, who's one of their great shooters, and he has just kept falling out, coming back in, falling out, coming back in, just hasn't been able to get sturdy in the game. And we're getting to that point now where, you know, they have the chemistry established with Bloop, and you just keep playing Bloop because he's been in the game, he knows what's going on.
Although they have been deploying Bloop, I think Time is still, even when he's in the game, he might intermittently be having issues. Which I think that's why you see every once in a while you see Bloop come back in while Time is still in the game. As Matt, I think he'll have a little hiccup, so they'll have Bloop come out for a play.
Chose the server
going to drop or not, but Swagwar will send this one back here to Mad. As they have 3 in the bubble, they're very aggressive. Trying to. So no look shot is off the teammate's head, but outside of the goal. So that was, I don't know why I find that so funny. Hanabali will look for that clear there. It was very comical because his teammate was also stunned out. So like, it wasn't even, it was just very funny. Very incidental. Rox Titan handles this one on the back line for the Samurai. Samurai looking to attack here at the end of the third quarter. 48 seconds on the clock. See Jason resets to Rox. They are not full strength on the bubble just yet. They're still compressing. As it pass up, Rox almost got pulled out of the play, but then brings it back. They've got numbers if they move quick here. Jay Franzel with it. They lose the numbers. That's going to be off of the head there. Will be a scrum for it. Rox Titan with the scoop across. See Jason looking to go off the ceiling at a Bloop, or excuse me, Time stunned out though. Bloop will look at the clear. 25 seconds here in the third. Chicago Wizards looking to get one. They have one player out, but the stack will come from the St. Louis Samurai. 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Samurai really want to get one more goal here to at least tie it up before the end of this quarter. They're struggling to maintain possession right now. It's Time. Sends someone across. Dangerous pass there. Jay Franzel has to use the blocks. Juke away. We'll send that one out. See Jason will take one more heave, but it will be too high, too long, too slow. We will end the third quarter. The Chicago Wizards will end the first, second, and third quarters with a lead in this game. As we go into our final intermission, we'll be right back.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. He is looking to destroy high prices. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Kawasaki. One man strapped to a 2021 Terex KRX 1000. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
And welcome back to the fourth and final quarter here of what has been an amazing showing from the Chicago Wizards, coming out, taking on the number 1 team in the entire league and fighting 110% here to secure their spot as a wild card in the playoffs by maintaining the lead at the end of every single quarter of this game so far. And really leading possession as well, being very, very patient, doing some great work, breaking up some of the plays from St. Louis Samurai. A lot of stuns coming out of them, a lot of steals, and a lot of good reads there, being in the right place at the right time. Great placement coming out of the Wizards to break up those long clears coming from the St. Louis Samurai and working it right back into the bubble as we take you into the fourth and final. Send it.
Yeah, first touch, got to be the Chicago Wizards. Sending it in will be the St. Louis Samurai with possession. Rock starting turning it around. 10 seconds off the clock already. This one's sent out, caught on the near side too, but good stacks pick it up. Well, they're sent back in as they're gonna a little back and forth right now. Just a heave. They've got opportunity. 3v0, 28-28. St. Louis Samurai have tied it up.
St. Louis Samurai, quick answer here. Really looking to get, I don't know what their pep talk was about, but obviously coming back out, looking to get right back on the horse and play like they've been playing the entire season, which they have not been doing tonight's game. They have outscored the Chicago Wizards by almost 200 points this season, and right now they are struggling to hang on.
Now we put here on the near side, looking to send it, juking around. The Rox Titan will cover that the edge there, but doesn't commit too hard. You see, he stays kind of back. Well, there you go. So press up now. As they want to get a little bit more aggressive, he'll get stunned out. Guipo setting it up. Nice cut. The goalie was guarding the backboard. That left the goal just open enough for Swagwar to cut in. They've got the lead again. The Wizards are up.
Wizards, great answer. And they have been doing that all game. Just when it looks like the St. Louis Samurai are getting within striking distance and about to, start firing all cylinders and take the lead back and hold on to it, they come back and make them pay for it and put themselves right back out by a couple points.
Send up here. Ooh, narrow. On the near side, Guipo with the dusty on rocks. Guipo sending one up there. Hunavelli sending it through up to Swagwar. Long shot, open goal. Cool. Off the post. Maybe on the rebound. Nope, just wide. It took defense way too long to get there, though. I'd say if you're on the defense and that happens, they get the ding, and then they get a second opportunity on the bounce off the shield, you've taken way too long to get back. Now, that's not to say you didn't have an excuse, but, excuses are excuses. The Swagwar here on the near side, you still lost the fight, whatever fight it was. Swagwar juking around here. Bloop, pressure. See, Bloop is in right now. The time is in the game. Time not in the field right now. So presumably either they're swapping them out for strategic purpose, or Time is having some issues right now. It's Lil Guipo back to Hana. Hana hits it for the 2. They're up by 4.
Back up by 4, and they have figured something out. Whoop! It's my favorite sound. That's that timeout.
I'm 90% sure that came from the Wizards.
Oh, really? Muted.
It looked like Samurai were all lining up in the tubes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. The reverse psychology. Timeout. I like it. Oh, this is good. This is good.
Just where they are excuses. Because if you lose your fight, you still lost your fight. If it takes you... Okay, so let's break it down. If you take that long to get back... I'm talking to the camera like you can see me. If it takes you that long to get back, it means maybe your stack was together. See, I knew it was coming. Maybe your stack was together, but you got stunned out. Why did you get stunned out? Because you lost the fight. Or maybe your stack wasn't together. Why is your stack not together? Did you get stunned out? Did you lose a fight? Or maybe you just didn't think about it. Then you lost a fight with yourself and didn't do the right thing. So either way,
meta. I like it.
Excuses. Either way, you lost the fight. Either way, you failed in your duty as a defender, as a player in the field. And that's what you need to address next time. So excuses. They are excuses.
Duty. You said duty.
Wow. How are you the guy? Every time you're at the airport and see a duty-free store, are you that guy? Every time, is that it?
I just want to put a nice exclamation point on your story.
What's the exclamation point? As we're back at it. Oh, what is? I hope that's not important. I don't know what that is. Shot there. That's important. Dings off the post. Swagwar gets it back. Had that caught in, that would have been a big lead. And Swagwar sends it up. Oh, that was mad with the mad backhand. They're up by 6.
And if you watch the Chicago Wizards as they move around the arena, they're like a swarm. They're like a swarm of angry bees, of angry echo bees. And like I haven't seen that a whole lot, where the team's moving around and basically a group of 3 or 4, like just a giant roving motorcycle gang that is just punishing every single attempt your team has to move the disc around.
So,
there it is again.
The Wizards have an 8-point lead. The Destroyers are watching with some anxiety right now.
That is correct, Yuji Mom. I do need a nap. But not before this night's over. It's game time. Ooh.
Oh, no. We have another dropout here on the Samurai.
Caught it
this
just in time.
It was Jay Franzel.
Caught it just in time. They were getting ready to have to go out the tubes.
Yeah, they were.
Ooh, nice work.
That is Zenith correct anxiety.
Nine
launch?
9 milliseconds before launch, and they got that timeout out.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, now take the time to have a little talk how we're going to cover this 8-point gap here.
I don't.
I mean them. They need to be having.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I get you.
Like they. I mean, this is, I won't say unprecedented, but I mean, just based on how they've been rolling the entire season. I mean, looking at Glean, super awesome stat spreadsheet, hashtag Glean stats. When you look at like average points per game for this season, the St. Louis Samurai have been averaging almost 50 points per game, right around 50 points per game. And the Chicago Wizards have been averaging 35 points per game. And so right now, to hold them at just over half rolling into last half of the fourth quarter is huge for the Chicago Wizards.
Indeed it is. It's less than 4 minutes ago. Your rock side of time. St. Louis feeling the pressure. Time moving in. Ooh, shot off the post. He was trying to place it in that corner pocket there and ends up in the hands of the Wizards. Hudavelli sending it out. They've got a stack after him, but Rockstein gets there, stunned out. Still gets, how? He still gets a slap on it. That is unbelievable. Gets it in here. They do have a player back, though, that is mad under pressure, so has to send this one out. But it's in the hands of CJ, so CJ's lock shot. Gets into that lane. Just over 3 minutes to go as Mad will send this one all the way down and out. This is going to be in the bubble here up to the ceiling. Jay Franzel in the area. Defensive stack will get their first. Rockstein with possession. 3 minutes on the clock. Rock sending it up here. Time with it. Send it into the tube. Jay Franzel with the pickup. Franzel sending it up. And then to Rocks. So looking at a 1v2. Gets around the one. Goalie is out of the goal, but will get a stop there. Picked up by Time. Time look for a cut. Hits CJ Sin off of the head. Not able to connect here. 2:45 on the clock as this one gets cleared away again by the Wizards. They get it out, but will they get possession of it? This has been their problem the last couple minutes. Swagworth stunned out by that stack. Rock Titan gets it back. Rock sends it through all the way down and out. Time cannot get the grab. They will get it though and put it in for the 2. They're back within 6. So it took a minute 20.
Ooh, that was a huge miss for a 3 there. Just high as Time comes in to try and pick up what would have been an easy 3 for him and did not make it there, but they're back within 6. And they're fighting. We're going to the trenches here. It's everyone's throwing bows, trying to hold on to the closest gap as the Wizards try to hold on to this lead.
2-1 coming out from the Samurai. Sent across there, Guipo. They're going to play just a passing game right now. And then the Samurai had just broken up. Got to get aggressive, though. Sending one out here, 33. That's time pressuring there. We'll get stunned out on the back line. Hudavelli on the far side, looking for a send in. They have 3 in the bubble. Time is back out of that stun. Back into the play here, minute 45. They've got the pressure. They cannot. The Wizards will run that clock. They are at. Oh, the move there by Guipo. They're up by 8. We've got only a minute and a half.
Yeah, and great work there, drawing the goalie out. Like he was basically going to have to bring it in. The goalie came out to meet him because he knew he was just going to burn clock, and then it opened up the lane for him, sunk another 2.
And see Jason, quick pass there far side. They need 3 goals. Count of 3 goals. That pass is not going to be how they do it. That's a turnover. Sent in here by the Wizards. If they get a goal right now,
done.
That's the ice. The Chicago Wizards have just guaranteed themselves into at least a wild card spot for the postseason.
Wow. I'm speechless. I mean, let it play. Let the boys play. That right there is.
I could tell if that was a command or not. I was like, let it play. Or I
don't know, but then it got weird. I'm uncomfortable with uncomfortable silences.
No, but Guipo can carry on his shoulders that he scored the goal that put his team into the postseason. He should get I don't know, maybe a plaque.
Maybe a thing.
Just something.
A special thing.
Or if you wind it all the way back, you see who got the goal that got them over 30 points, and that would be the technical game-winning goal. Since it was the one that put them, over. Anyways, 43 to 30, unbelievable. Chicago Wizards make a statement here at the end of the season, taking out the #1 team in the league to secure their playoff berth. Well, their wild card berth, rather.
Yeah, this is why I love wild cards, because I mean, every team that we've seen secure the wild cards this season is a team that finished up the season very, very strong, like scary strong. Like if you're the #1 seed, scary for you strong. And And you saw it happen right here again. Chicago Wizards on a do or die moment, do and make it happen and secure their spot as a wild card. And not only that, they secure their spot in the wild card by handily beating the #1 team in the entire league. So we're on in the wild card. I mean, if you are playing them at any given time during the playoffs, you've got to be worried about how they perform tonight. And if they can dig down and find that again during the playoffs, they're going to crush you. Because tonight was fantastic for them. I would argue that obviously, as well, that St. Louis Samurai weren't quite their usual selves tonight. We weren't seeing them fire on all cylinders, whether that was because Time was having internet issues, they didn't have their full roster. Pick whatever reason you want. At the end of the day, they were not playing like the St. Louis Samurai has played the rest of this season. And going into the postseason, that's not the picture you want in the mirror as you're getting ready to start the playoffs. But with that said, if I had to choose, if I had to choose somebody who was, I don't know, maybe a stunter of men or players, if you will, I would choose Hunavelli because I think Hunavelli was really what got the Wizards off to the races, because Hunavelli was everywhere, nowhere, putting points on, and I think Hunavelli really led to kind of that frustration I think that the St. Louis Samurai were probably feeling in the arena, because they just weren't able to stop Hunavelli, and Hunavelli kept the lead alive for all 3 of those quarters, now 4 of those quarters of this game for the Chicago Wizards that the St. Louis Samurai weren't able to overcome. So Hunavelli for me.
Oh, I'm going to disagree. Guipo.
Oh, yes. For the game winner?
One, yeah. Well, unless
For the
somebody
ice.
else has a better stat line.
Yeah.
Also, his effectiveness was rather significant. No, he
Guipo's
has
got
1 fewer point, but he has 3 more assists.
but
and
he's
1
got
more save.
7 less Suns. Send it to the chat.
Are you serious?
We're going to send it to the chat.
He has
All right,
7 less stuns.
Yes, because stunning was
He
a
has
huge part of this
7.
game. All right.
If I was
while the
Robertson
chat,
making a mess right now,
just clean off the desk. Just clean it off. Clean it off. All right. While we're kicking that
Gilligan
to you
is in
guys
this
in the chat to decide who's going to be a stunt man, I vote Hunavelli. Dimwee votes Lil Guipo. We're going to take you to a quick post-game
I've
interview
never felt
with the
like
winning team.
you have ever been so wrong about anything before than this right here, right now. Chad,
Let
if you
decide.
back him up right now, no, I'm gonna pull some influence here. Okay, if you back him up right now, we're done. What's that mean? Nothing. But we're done.
Oh, there you have it. Choose your side. Are you Team Dimwee or
Stuns
Team
can
Nails?
win games. Stuns can win games. And I'm not saying that. I'm just.
There it is.
I want to know how they vote.
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna go do the interview.
I'm losing. How am I losing?
We've got Hunavelli in the chat. We're gonna do a quick post-game interview. We'll be right back with Angry Dimwee, and we'll figure out what the mob decided. we are here with Hunavelli from the game-winning Chicago Wizards, who just secured their spot in the wild cards for the playoffs. Hunavelli, how you doing, man? You must be on the move right now.
I'm doing great. I feel amazing.
Oh, yeah. You guys just nailed it tonight. Well done. Couple quick questions for you. Like, what do you think was the biggest factor for you tonight taking home the W as Chicago Wizards rolling in kind of middle of the pack, taking down the number 1 team in the league?
I think a big factor was chemistry for sure. We had our full main roster, no subs or anything, and we've been playing a lot together, and we've been working really hard. We've been looking forward to this game and just practicing. So it feels good to come out in a victory.
That's awesome. Yeah, again, congrats to you guys. Any big moments in tonight's game that were standout for you, where you guys think the momentum really turned in your favor?
I think as soon as we got up 6 points, because we were the entire game, I think till after halftime, we were bouncing from I think a 1 point to a 2 point lead.
Yep.
And then I think once we got up into the 6 point range, where that's 3 goals, I think that's when we were holding on to that momentum.
Yeah, you guys definitely did. I mean, all 3 quarters prior to getting in the fourth quarter, you guys had the lead, rolling in by at the end of the quarter by 1 or 2 points, and it was just too much for them. You kept throwing them off a little bit of their game there, and you guys definitely took it home there in the fourth quarter. It really stretched that lead out and exploded, and it was awesome to watch. Any big lessons you guys took from as we're coming up on the end of the regular season here that you guys are bringing into the playoffs?
Just have fun. I think if you're in a good mood, you play better.
I think science does back that up, and if Dimmy was here, he would say science does back that up. Dimmy is here, and one more thing I got for you there. Are you guys? Are you going to LAN?
Yes.
Awesome. And 2, what are you looking forward most to at the playoffs there and at LAN?
Just looking forward to meeting my teammates and hopefully winning.
As everyone does, right? And,
yeah.
we were talking about the wildcard teams. All the wildcard teams rolling into the playoffs have just performed outstanding here at the end of the season. And if you're rolling in with a seed into the playoffs, you got to be worried about these wildcard teams, because all you guys were performing very, very well at the end of the season. And it was exciting to watch. And with that, my friend, floor is yours. You got any words you want to throw to anybody, or say what's up, or before we take it back to the post game?
I'm good. Yeah.
Heard here first. A man, a few words. Well done. Great game tonight, guys. It was awesome watching you guys. And best of luck rolling into the playoffs there in the wild card, man. Great game.
Hold on. We have a unique moment. We have a unique opportunity here to inform Hunavelli that the chat voted for him to be MVP of the
did I miss it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was either you or Guipo, and chat picked you 7-4.
Let's go. Dude,
Congrats,
I don't think
man.
I've ever gotten... last time I got an MVP was, I think the second game of, AAA.
Nice.
There you go. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Hang that on the mantle. Stuntman Award take home to finish out the season with the win.
Don't watch what we had to say.
Oh.
Watch what I had to say.
All right. I'll look back at it.
Excellent game tonight. And that's a great way to finish out the season, man, going out with the Stuntman and securing the wild card. So congrats to you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
And with that, we will take a quick break. We will see you guys when we start back up for the next game. Coming right around the corner, we've got the New Orleans Orions versus, wait for it. Who do we have?
The New England
Stack. There it is. New Orleans Orions versus New England Stack. We'll be right back and jump into that game. Don't go anywhere.
30 seconds. This one is loose in the Destroyer zone. Collected by Saluda. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Try to clear
get
it.
it cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no!
That gets the finish. That's the victory. What's the
that's
clock?
it.
What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last second, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33 to 32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not
look
anymore.
at-
No,
look at-
no. Put me on camera.
Look
Put me
at
on
that.
camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read. And welcome back. We're here with game 2 of the night. We've got the New Orleans Orions versus the New England Stack coming tonight. The Orions have secured their spot in the playoffs. The New England Stack have been eliminated from the playoffs. And right now, both teams really playing for pride. But I expect to see, after that last game, the Stack looking to finish out strong for this season, at least to hand the Orions another loss, maybe get in their headspace as they roll into the playoffs. And rolling in for the Orions, we've got Al, Draco Mako, Ryan, Ryruff, and Giggity Gow coming in for them. Who do we got on the New England Stack, my friend?
The New England Stack will be coming in here. KFC and knocked them. Retro, Caesar, and Citizen. I believe knocked them will be their 5th from the AAA. KFC, Retro, Caesar, and Citizen, their proper roster, as far as I'm aware, as we're going to get started here in the first quarter. Both teams launching out as they have readied up. We are underway here, doing the Stack. Get that first headbutt. Draco Mako touches it. Caesar gets it back, hits it for the 3. Just like that, the New England Stack have the lead 3-0.
Whoa, early, sir. Well done.
So, the New Orleans Orions will come out on the South advantage. And collect it here. Oh, quick pass to the near side. Right in the hands of Draco Mako. And Draco... So, okay, so yeah, Zuck's not in this game here. Isn't Zuck's on the Orions? Pretty sure Zuck's is typically on the Orions.
Yes, he is.
So I believe who would be in for Zuck's? Because
Looks like they got
Zuck's usually
Giggity
plays
Gow and Draco Mako. in for
Okay, so
them.
Draco Mako is in for Zuck's. So he's playing that Zuck's position. And you notice Zuck's usually plays that left side tube, the left wing there. And you'll watch, and that's where Draco Mako's going. They're going to be hitting Draco Mako a lot with that first pass because they rely on Zuck's to be the one to feed it into the offensive zone, and either he hits a standard relay, sending it straight forward, or he sends it to Ao, who can take it in 1v1, 1v2. He's very strong on the right wing, Ao is. Citizen turns this one around. That's a long send in, collected by KFC, who will hit it for the 2. And they're up by 3.
KFC at home making some noise right now. Taking it back up by 3 off a great send. Ooh, early timeout. Sir, Dimly.
I'm curious who it was. Was it the Orions?
I am not sure.
Because I didn't see them go in the tube, so I'm presuming it was the Orions. As well, they're the team down right now, but I wouldn't presume to know the reason why. And muted if you happen to be telling us who it was. We cannot hear you. But Yeah, I'm curious, although we're already off of that timeout. So timeout that quick, usually a technical issue that resolves rather quickly.
Somebody broke a headset? No?
We'll see. We'll see if any of the players who haven't been in are suddenly in. Watch for a Giggity Gower knocked them. To be making their way in. Excuse me. New Orleans Orions here at the Joust advantage. 6 minutes to go here in the first. And it will be a quick pass. Once again, here, Draco Mako on your side. Draco sending it straight up, looking for Ryruff. Does not connect on it, but the Ryruff picks it up here on the near side, has Al on the far side, and will instead hit Ryan. Cutting in, but Caesar picks that off, sends it out. 6 minutes. And good stacks, but Ryruff with the big grab. Of course, it was Ryruff. I was beefing with the chat earlier. Of course, we weren't beefing. Citizen. He said we beef all the time. Of course, we do not. KFC sending it across. We happen to talk a lot, incidentally, in very public settings. Caesar, a lot, relatively speaking, is KFC. Holds it. Ooh, big stop there. It was off the code. I didn't see who got the grab. I'll watch it back. See what the indicator says on the stream because that's much more reliable. Ryruff with the stop. Speak of the devil. That's KFC not able to get there. A couple stuns coming out. Ryruff picks it off, sends it out. Is that on the far side? Ow. Ooh, not able to pick it off. Instead, it bonks his head, and Citizen will get it instead. And the color red. Don't eat lead. Ow, up to Draco Mako. Draco, kaboom. They've tied it up. Took over a minute.
Over a minute, and they are... I mean, they're coming out of the blocks again. You know, number one team in their division, or in their conference rather, and we got the Stack who have been eliminated, holding them at bay here. Still tie game. I mean, this is the night. So far, has been the night of upsets. We'll see what the Stack continue to come out with.
And Ryruff scooping it back. Draco. There's KFC on the far side. It's Ryan. Pressures. KFC will send it back. Retro here. Square formation, both teams. So Caesar handling it on the near side for just over 4 on the clock. Retro up in the hands of Citizen. No, stop. Draco Mako, clean stop there. Sends it out. Retro there at mid. Gets it picked off. The Stack's not able to disrupt that. Now maybe an opportunity. No, Ryruff. Big stun. Ryruff wanting to... Ryruff really wants to make sure I call him the MVP in this one after we were beefing earlier. As Ryan's juking around here, send it back to Ryruff. Ryruff sent up. Was Ryruff at the last charity event? I don't know. Did anybody know? I don't think so, but I don't know. I don't actually know. Somebody in the chat, let me know. Someone knows for sure. It's Ryan. Hits it for the 2, and Faye says no. Okay, fair enough. Ryan puts them in the lead here, 7-5.
Good pickup there, and coming right back out, finally taking the lead there, like they're used to this season, but still not enough of a lead here for them to get comfortable, as the Stack have been providing a very, very aggressive offense and defense to meet this Al Ryan's team. I love calling them Al Ryans now. I can't not do it.
It just works too well.
It does. It's so perfect.
Citizen. Oh,
wow.
Hold on. That might be a tracking thing. I'm watching this one back. Oh, no. They were boosting in, and nobody got the grab on. So there you go. Tie game. Citizen ties them up 7-7.
And that was a great read by them to find an open goal there and see, like, I mean, the defense was back. I don't know where the miscommunication was there, but leaving that empty goal there, great patience, waited for it, and then seized the opportunity while he had it.
And that one sent out. And just for saying, I dogged on Ryruff a few times at the beginning of the season. I need more context than that. I need a lot more context than that, because we did have a back and forth on TikTok earlier on in the season that may have caused me to dog him a little bit when we were streaming. But obviously it would have been in fun. Ow, it's a beautiful one. Which I don't think you were suggesting it wasn't in fun. But also, if it was before that, I definitely need more context. What's this? 1 of 4 new players. What do you mean? Ryruff, Retro, Matthew, and Looney. New and what's the context there? New players to what? At the time they were new to the league? Ruff sending it up. Ryan.
Oh.
Faye, I presume it was to the pros, but I don't know what the context is here. When? Went from 60 pros to 64 pros. When?
Oh. Yeah, they were drafted in Series 2 to the pros, to the new teams.
But didn't we need more than... Oh, we only needed 4 new players for that expansion. What?
Yeah, because all the other 4 were drafted from the other pro teams.
Oh, and the teams prior to that were 5-man rosters.
Yes.
Right. Yes. That's right. Yeah. Okay. I forgot that. That's the nuance I was missing. That's the context I was missing.
Don't worry,
Now
Faye. I got it.
Now I
Him.
understand.
I got him, bro. I got him.
I was so confused. Okay. 1 minute to go here in the first. This one's sent out here 14-7 in favor of the Orions. Al sending on through Ruff. Moving on up. And Ruff juking around. See, Juice, it is professional friendly broski beef. But there's a chance it may not have. It was Ryan sending that one in. Because I remember the disagreement we had could have gotten passionate, and neither of us took it there, which was good. As Ryan sends us out, and I believe we ended with a solid understanding. Ultimately, very public understanding of that, as Ruff sends it.
Well, there's still time. I want to see some postseason beef. Oh, so we got something to wait on for season 3.
Queen, calm down. do your promo stuff. We're gonna go in our first intermission here, 14-7.
Shots fired.
We appreciate the work you do. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to second quarter here. The Orions versus the New England Stacked. Orions up 14-7 as we get some admin squared away here based on the setup. Looks like right now, looks like they were setting it up correctly, but they got to get that fixed. But right now the Orions are ahead by 7, as hopefully they're not readying up here with a 0-0 off of the previous matches or the previous quarters. And yes, if you're their 5th and you are in the chat, they still have the score set 0-0. Please have them fix that.
This is not VRMO.
Come on, we're almost in the postseason. What is this? It's 14,
there it is.
14-7.
What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Hey, you know,
are we on camera? Oh God, we're on camera. You can see my face.
Hold on. Muted. Do you have close your Spark? Or not necessarily get off the rules page. It's resetting their score. That's why the score keeps resetting. You're overriding what they're doing. Oh wait, it's not you. It's KFC. Someone tell. Oh, okay. Well, someone's Spark was overriding what they were doing. It's no longer anymore. That's something that can happen. So we just got to watch that. So it wasn't you. It was somebody. So they've got it set up. 14-7. They haven't set round 1 of 3, but that's fine. Hopefully it's not best of 3, is it? All right. Yeah, we're good.
The prosecution.
That's okay.
Withdraws their accusation against the production staff.
So it looks like we're lined up that we're gonna have to wait. Oh no, we're already back in it. Let's go. Muted, go. Oh, he got it. Nice transition. We're starting here. Second quarter. I'm gonna be doing this wrong one night because it's showing 1 of 3. Second quarter underway. Draco Mako hits it for the 2. First goal here, 16-7 for the Orions.
And coming right back, early answer there off an extended intermission as both teams were working some admin issues, but the Orions coming right back out firing all cylinders. Did not slow them down at all. Draco Mako in the hunt for some points.
Giggity Gal, why do you keep bringing up John Cena?
Why not?
AFC, we'll send this one over to the far side. I hope somebody gets that joke. Has knocked them. Caesar here. Edge of the bubble. Sends it up. Citizen says,
Oh.
You can't see me. Go back to the 7.
Good answer. Still back with it. They're still down by 7. But that aggressive offensive push there from the New England stack, they got to keep that coming. They need some unanswered points here and repeated if they want to finish here this season on a high note out of the W against the number 1 seed, the Orions.
Draco, Ryruff up. Ow! That's why he's dangerous. That's why they put him there. That's why they send it in the disc.
Right underneath the goalie's legs, right underneath the goalie's hands, just out of reach. And a 2v1, not what you want to be staring at as a goalie here. The Orions' defensive stack's on the way back, but just not able to get there and intervene in time.
Cena!
I don't have any John Cena references.
Keeps bringing up potato salad. Shot there. KFC hits it.
They serve potato salad at KFC, that's for sure.
Back within 6. So, okay, so the gag is, if you go to Reddit, if you go to the subreddit named Potato Salad, if you go to the subreddit named Potato Salad, it's nothing but John Cena memes. And if you go to the John Cena subreddit, it's nothing but potato salad memes.
I feel like that's a very deep inside joke.
It's just, it basically, Draco Mako hits it. Basically, John Cena is as bland as potato salad. That's the joke. Although he's a good guy and does all the stuff for Make-A-Wish and all that. Like, it's not actual hate, it's fun hate. It's meme hate. It's like meme fun.
I mean, I enjoyed him in the Peacemaker series. It's pretty good.
Oh, he is. Yeah, that's a funny character.
Oh yeah, he's killing
That
it.
is so funny. That line about I love peace so much I'll kill anybody I need to achieve it. Like that. I was like, that is some good writing.
I mean, he was born for that role. That's his jam.
Ooh, Jake wants to know about Friday Nights at Freddy lore. I don't play horror games. The Caesar gets it in. They're back within 6. I'm physically incapable of playing horror games. In fact. Although I can now do that ghost. What's the ghost hunter one? The one you go in the houses hunting ghosts?
House of the Dead.
Phasmophobia. I can do that one now. But that's it. Caesar lore? Oh, you know why he's called the Showstopper? He's the first and currently only as Ryruff. We'll get that one in for the 3. Caesar is the first and only player, as far as I'm aware, to hit the impossible shot in a competitive match, in a sanctioned competitive game, whether it's VRML or Nepa. However, over in VRML, it could have happened in a match that wasn't casted or something. And when he did it at the time, the game was really intense. And when he hit that shot, 1, he stopped the show dead in its tracks, and 2, the momentum immediately swinging in his team's favor, and the intense game ended. It was the wildest, one of the most wildest goals I've ever seen. Not that it was the effect that the goal had more so than more so than the goal itself. Even though the goal itself is spectacular looking. But yeah, the effect it had. So there's some you picked the right person to ask about some player lore. Because I have Caesar's story. As Ryan moving in here, reliable Ryan Rhino. There's one with some lore as well, at least personal lore. So this one gets sent out here. Will be collected by Draco Makers. You know, I was on a team with Citizen for a couple weeks. Back in season
VRML?
Yeah, back in season 1 or season whatever my last season was. They were the last team I played competitively with. Was Citizen Zux and I just forgot his name. KFC hits it. I can't remember the 4th player. I know someone in the chat knows exactly who the 4th player was. I know his name. They were really good. Even back then, they were really good.
You got me. Citizen Zan. I like it.
Citizen Zane. We're making a movie about him in the coming weeks.
Promises.
Ryan moving up here. And Al on the far side. Sitting in the near side. Is Draco Mako looking for a pass. Al has to recover. It does. Competently. Is Rye up across? There it is. Ryan hits it.
Oh, who was that? It came out of goal. Is that Retro?
I can't quite tell on the replay. Looks like probably Retro or Citizen.
Yeah, came out
Probably Retro.
Bit hard on that one and just barely missed it. That'd have been a great breakup for the goalie there, but you got to be sure about those.
Also, Fadon put the actual quote, which I'm not going to repeat on stream. I did kind of PG it up or maybe G it up a little bit when I repeated it because I didn't want to get that. But in the chat, I think I don't have. Anyways, Citizen hits it. I'm not making a point here. Citizen hits it.
We're just along with you for your own personal adventure. Where's the Dimwee train going to take us?
Ivan and Jake, it was Brendan Cecil. You're exactly correct. I was Zuck, Citizen, and Brendan Cecil. I was their backliner for until the end of that season, and then I left the team shortly after the season ended. Yeah, they were just as good then as they are now. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. Relatively speaking, KFC with a beautiful shot.
Oh,
we're gonna stack within 4 here,
and they have closed the gap down. I mean, they were down by almost by 8 at one point. Yeah, back within 4. They are turning it around.
Ivan, if I don't think Solid Shot was playing Echo yet at the time. I think he was still a combat player. If maybe he was playing Echo. If he was on that team, he wasn't with me. I was on the team. Yeah, Brendan Cecil was out. Caesar hits that one. They're back with him too. B-Love was on the team for a week, and then Brendan Cecil came back, and B-Love was removed from the team at that point. So B-Love, I was on the team with B-Love for about a week, but Solid Shot at no point was on the team with me. If he was on the team, I never played with him. Good comeback here from the stack as we approach the halftime. Oh my goodness! As we approach halftime, 13 seconds on the clock.
Continuing to break it up at the midfield and turn it into points. That is 5 unanswered goals from the stack to tie it up. And the last 3 minutes of the half, they are back now tied 25-25. And with that, we'll take you to a quick but extended. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Commercial break. We'll be right back for more Dimwee stories.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
All season long, Nepa's going to be issuing NFTs. Anybody who shows up to live broadcast and fills out the claim form with a secret password, you can find that form at www.nepavrpro.com/NFT. Each week we'll be highlighting a different franchise as NFT logo. Show up each week and collect all 16 teams. The more you collect, the more potential awards you can unlock. We've got winners, and the deadline to submit that claim form is 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, September 11th. This week, the secret password is Pro Series, the last regular season NFT Pro Space Series. Get some. I just really hyped myself up there. And back to the halftime as we watch the stack close out what at one point was an 8-point gap in a very dominant game from the Orions in possession, back in favor of the New England stack if it ever left. Was not keeping track, but definitely doubled the shots taken for the Orions. And the Orions just, they knocked them off kind of kilter. And we saw Citizen, KFC with some long threes there. Citizen with some, I think, had a long three in there as well. And some great stops there on the back line. When I think originally Retro, the goal we were talking about where Retro came out, missed the grab, and wound up with some points there for the Orions. At that point, they just buckled down and just continued to be an onslaught from the New England stack. Shots that were missed, that dinged off the ring, were picked up as rebounds and immediately put back in for twos. They've been eating up the entire neutral zone and just bottling up the Orions and not allowing them to get any clears down to the opponent side of the arena, the orange side of the arena, and they have just been bottling up that entire neutral zone and turning it into points. And that's the most important thing we've seen this entire season. So if you're going to bottle up the neutral zone and break up those plays, you've got to turn them into points. And the stack have done that to a T here, closing it back down to a tie game.
Yes, they have.
How's that for lore?
25-25.
Boom.
Proper tie game in this race to 40, as Juicer likes to say. And Tila says, my boy is off to a good start. We're referring to KFC, who currently has 8 points, most points currently in the game, at least registered. So KFC doing some lifting there for the stack. Also, I'd like to talk about the first time I went to Disney World. So when I was 7.
Oh, dude. Yes. Slow clap, sir. Well done.
Sometimes I get myself, dude. I'm telling you. My girlfriend asked me, why do you think you're so funny? And I'm like, it's not that I think I'm funny. It's that I don't know what I'm about to say just as much as you don't know what I'm about to say.
It's a surprise for everyone.
When it pops out, I'm like, oh, that was funny. And I laugh because I actually get some enjoyment out of it because I don't know what I'm going to say. Because it's all impulse. It's all impulse.
The first time I looked deep into Mickey Mouse's eyes and realized I'd been living a lie.
Queen, look forward to dealing with this in the next game. As are we? Has the countdown already started?
Yes, they are. Getting ready to come right back out. Looks like they're ready to.
35 more seconds.
All right. So right now, for the stack, they have got to keep the pressure on the second half here. Again, playing for pride, eliminated from the playoffs here, trying to hand the Orions one more L before the regular season closes out, and make a statement that, hey, I don't care what the stats say, this is the team we are, and they have been doing that in spades tonight, coming back, closing this gap down. And if they can keep this pressure on for another 2 quarters, they will walk away with the W for this game. Period. Because the Orions are just not. They started off early, clicking very, very well, and somewhere in there, I don't know if the chemistry fell apart or if they just got a little bit more careless with their those long crosses across the center, or if the stack were just figured the game out and were reading everything that the Orions were doing, but they have been sticking it to them here. So we'll see what they got second half.
And we're going to start it here. I don't know if that was English. We're going to get started here in the second half. First touch was to the Orions, but Caesar gets a grab on it, sends it in. And now in the Orion's bubble, Ryan himself will get that one collected, sending it out our near side too. Then the pass across. So, well, there's Ryan to get it recovered. Ryan to move up here. Ryan into the hands of Al. Al, edge of the bubble. Looking for that pass across to Ryrov. But it will be collected by Al. Al across Ryan. Ryan here at mid. And Ryan will reset it. Of course, Ryan was originally named Ryan Rhino. That's why you occasionally hear me call him the reliable Ryan Rhino. But at the time, when he changed it to Ryan, all the guys on Joker, it was Draco Mako moving in. Gets it for the 2 goalies. Stunned out. They're going to retake the lead here. But all the guys on Joker decided to change their names to their real life names. This one, Jaywalker was Aaron. And Game was whatever his name is. And then they all changed back except for Ryan. Ryan stayed as Ryan.
Hashtag lore.
Fun fact. There you go, Josh. Yeah. He was temporarily Josh. Game was Retro here in the near side tube. Caesar grabbing it. I understand why they went for it. I kind of part of me is like, they should have done. They should have just stuck with it. As Rob hands it there on the far side, they could have started a new trend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we'd have real names in the game. Except people would just pick new names. I'm Jake. Wait, we already have a Jake.
Yeah.
Hi, Jake. Jake's in the chat even.
Yeah. People would end up having to choose new names anyways, and then we would just spin right back to the gamer names.
Yep. I go by. Oh, shot there, Draco Mako. I go by Tony, but my real name is Time. There's right ruffle handle this one again. Tony and Time. We're pretty sure the same person. Of course, that is a joke for legal reasons. As Ryruff sends it up, but it's not a joke for non-legal reasons.
I think I'm sticking to it.
It's Draco Mako juking round.
Prove me wrong.
Ow! Hits it. They are up by 4 once again. St. Louis Samurai are up. Oh my goodness. New Orleans Orions are retaking control of this game right now.
They are, and they had quite a bit of a halftime pep talk there. Came right back out, stretched the lead out by 4, and the changed up strategy a little bit, but the stack are not intercepting those neutral zone plays as much as they were the first half. So we'll see if they can figure that out here, get right back to it, start sending some of those unanswered goals.
Richard, what if I just sort of go by Leo Dash? What do you think about that? Or Terry Dash as a citizen? Ooh, Draco Mako. Why am I not Terry Dactyl? Anyways, this one's sent all the way out. Uh-oh. Ooh, wide. And now to the near side. Open goal.
For the finish.
7-point lead.
And I forgot to put my mini map up, but for whatever reason, the Stacks took a long time to get back on that one. I'm sure they were getting stunned out there in the backfield. But just bottling up the New England Stacks is playing very well right now for the Orions. Still yet to score a point in this half is the New England Stack.
I'm sorry, not Richard. You can't tell me my own name is taken. That's not how that works. It's down to the floor. It would still be my name. Draco Mako gets another one. They have a 9-point lead. These are unanswered goals, are they not?
Yeah, still no points from the Stack in this half. Still.
It's with
9 unanswered points. I mean, this is where we technically say the T word. Maybe it's time
for a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So retro crosshair far side. They have one in very deep there. I call it the far zone. Although it's after the player named Far, not just that they're far out as a Citizen moving in. Because that's where Far always played. Citizen hits it. That is their first goal here of the second half. But back when I played with Nova, with Venom, when we played Ignite, OG Ignite, Far would come all the way on their launch. Every play come all the way to our bubble. It would force us to put someone in the bubble on the initial joust, which meant we couldn't have a back stack. Otherwise, anyways, maybe we could have had a back stack. But anyway, that was so early on in the meta and all that. But it was very difficult to contend with as a defender. We learned how to eventually, but.
I mean, I end up going all the way to the opposite team's bubble on the stacks coming out of the tube. So I'm just so excited that my stack went well, and then I just take time to admire my work.
I can appreciate that. As 3 minutes ago here in this the third quarter, in fact. Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh no! Ryan with it on the far side. Walking this one up as Al cutting in. Al will get the 1v1, and we'll get the points. Back to a 9-point lead.
And just like that, as they were starting to regain and get a little bit of momentum here, it gets shut down. They need to find that spirit they had in the first half. I don't know what happened between the first and the second half, but they came out of the tubes there in the second half, and their offense was completely deflated for the Stack.
And now retro, 2 minutes. The quarter. That one gets forwarded through that far side tube. The good defensive boost. Ultimately, Ryra put that pickup. Try to get it there to Draco Mako. Has to track it down on the far side trap.
Oh, nice.
What a play.
Nice stun out. Nice work.
It was he got a little push off the player behind him, or it was a stun off the player behind him, and then he leached off the player next to him. That was phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal. It's Ryan across there. It's Draco Mako back to Ryan. Off of the head, but they get it in. They're up by 11.
As they steadily approach here the 40 mark, not an answer right now for the Orion's offense. And the Stack may have missed a key opportunity here coming out tied at the half, and now down by 11. That was their time. That was their time to take that lead or take that tie, run away with it, and keep the defensive pressure here on the Orions. And the Orions are playing well forward now because they've got an 11-point lead, and that just means more pressure for your defense.
Big setup here. Ow on the far side. Ow. Bring it in. Ooh, loses it to KFC. It's KFC now. We'll turn this one around. And looks to send it out. Caught there, though. That thing.
Bad bounce.
Got a bad bounce there.
Bad bounce.
Cross here. Ow. Uh-oh. My stepfather's father. My step-grandfather? You remember Boomhauer?
Yeah.
That's how he talked. You actually had to learn how to understand what he was saying. It took me like a year. And then from that point on, I understood him fine. But yeah, I had to adjust to it. It was very unique. It's Reiko Mako here on the back line. Yeah, very, very thick country accent. Very hard-working farmer. Ryan. Big shot. Retro stopped him, but Ryan gets it back. That is now a 13-point lead to the Al Ryans.
Great stop by Retro there. Just not enough. As he tried to get rid of it, Ryan came in, finished his job there, stole it right back, and put it in for 2. Those are frustrating as a goalie because you make a great save, and you just can't get rid of it and get it out of the way in time, and it still results in points and not a clip that you can go back and show your friends. But with that, we'll come back for the 4th and final quarter here between the Orions and the Stack. Don't go anywhere. Anywhere.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
And we're back for the 4th and final quarter here between the Orions and the Stack. Stack in the orange, Orions in the blue. Orions have reached the 40. The Stack looking to still score a W here at the end of the regular season, as they will not be going to the playoffs. The Orions with the #1 seed looking to hold on to that prestige role in the playoffs to keep the rest of the teams that they may go up against scared. As we roll into the 4th and final quarter here, we'll see if the Stack, who came in with the tie game at the halftime, can come back, close the gap, and potentially take a W. And yes, Cool Whip, your accent is super thick. It do be like that.
It do be like that. Although, I'm going to be honest, it's not quite as thick as my step-grandfather's was. I'm telling you. Look, Boomhauer. Straight up Boomhauer.
Boomhauer!
Yeah, I know you know Boomhauer. Everybody knows Boomhauer. Most people have an impression of him. Most of those people don't share them publicly. I will never share mine. Ow, across. Ryan, taking up the right wing there. What is he doing? He legit, come on. He tried to run that 1v4. He pulled the shield off on the attacking Stack. It was a 1v2, but the Stack came in. But that's who he was putting the shield up. So he knew the Stack was coming. So he knew it was a 1v4, and he kept going anyways. But they got the points. They're up by a lot, 15 points.
Yeah, and I mean, at that point, when you're up by 13 points, I mean, you can afford to take some leisure with your gameplay. Some liberties.
Don't enable him.
I'm just saying. I mean,
don't be an enabler.
I hate the man. You'll find no judgment from me on that.
The citizen.
Judge-free zone here.
Ooh,
nice.
He'll take it 1v3.
Yeah. Citizen's like, no, you do it like this. Come down from the ceiling, flip over at the nest, send it for 2.
You know what I send?
Mail?
Mail, yeah.
Yeah, email.
Yeah, that was the easiest, the lowest of low-hanging fruit there.
Yeah, I totally guessed. I didn't know if that was right. That was just what came to mind.
That's the kind of low-hanging fruit it was. Because that wasn't even a good guess. That was just an idle guess. That was like the first thing that popped into your head guess.
Yeah, it was.
I would have won. I would have won Family Feud with that one.
Yeah, I thought it was part of the bit. Like I was going to say male, you're going to say something else, but nope, it was male.
No, it was that simple. It was. Yeah, this was not a deep one. No, I wasn't looking for. You know what? That's fair. That was such low hanging fruit. It looked like a setup. You're absolutely right. Yeah,
shallow
that makes
cuts.
perfect sense. Yeah.
Shallow cuts by Dimwee.
As Ryan. Double stun there. Try to get around Caesar. It was going to go for retro. Nope. Caesar. Look for the clear out. Actually does get it to Citizen. Citizen will take a shot. Is that going to be on? Ooh, just wide. The far side. And off the cone, the pyramid, rather. A bunch of stuns coming out there. Ow, turns it around, sends it out. We'll be down and in here as it will be collected by KFC. 5.5 to go here in the game. Final game of the season for both of these teams. The final game of the regular season for both the teams. Of course, the New England Stack, it is their last game of the season fully, as KFC will turn this one around. The New Orleans Orions, this is the last game of the regular season. They will be going to the postseason, regardless of the outcome of this game. 5 minutes to go. Here's Al turning that one around. Collected by Ryruff. Ryruff, long heave. Ooh, high. KFC, another turnaround. And sent in here as it takes that bounce there. And a stun out there as collected on the ceiling. Open goal. Citizen hits it. He was in a very precarious situation. See the angle he had, but he took it anyways because that stack was on its way.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great angle, great calm, and very dialed in there for Citizen to up there from the ceiling on that shallow angle to make it happen. Back within 11, 4.5 minutes left. Still time.
Ryan across Al sending it up through mid. Interesting rollout formation this time. Ryruff handling it here. Draco back to Ryruff. Ooh, misses the mark, although Al will get it collected. Al, ambitious shot there, although they will look for a goalie stun. Halfway through this fourth quarter, that's a good scoop by the Stack. All the way out. The careening bounce to the near side. They'll have to get that one collected. They do. KFC open goal. Hits it. Deep angle.
Nice.
With an 8.
Nice. KFC at the Stack. Great read there. Getting back just in time. Prior to the defensive stack coming in, opening up KFC there, didn't have time to adjust for a little bit deeper angle there. Is going to take what he's got and makes it happen there off a bank shot off the rim.
Just made me think of the Banksy piece that got shredded after the auction. Ryruff, far side.
I love Banksy. I was told in the chat I had to stop saying Banksy. I can't say it anymore.
Banksy is a legend, Ryan.
Yeah.
Turning this one around. Yeah. Absolute legend.
Yeah, it's not just me, right?
Oh, no. No, he's a people's champ. Ryan sending it in. Draco Mako, Ryan.
Ooh.
Off the post there. Ow. Sends it up. Ryan. Back to Al. Good goal there. They hit it. They're back up by 10.
Good cut on the rebound there. And missed shot there. The Stack did not take the opportunity to go out there and break that up. Or not, I won't say leave the bubble, but you got to capitalize when you're at this point. You got to capitalize on every mistake the Orions are making, and that was a big mistake for them that they did not capitalize on that mistake from the Orions.
And that's a good clear in there, Ryan. We'll get this one collected and sent through. Although that's retro on the back line. 2.5 minutes ago. Citizen across, KFC, stunned out. Citizen almost gets that one back, but instead it will be Ryan here for the Orions. Sending it in the near side too. They have a stack to track this one down. They overshoot it. Everybody overshoots it. So there's a drill I used to have Toxin run. You would start at your own back or either backboard, and then you would boost out beyond not the first double diamond, the second double diamond in the other zone, and then immediately hook around and land in the bottom of the trap with the stack. And you wanted to do that as fast as you could as Ryan hits that. So the idea wasn't just to be able to turn while you're boosting, it's to be able to make a greater than 90-degree turn while you're boosting. And that is difficult to do, but when they started nailing it, their stacks got a lot better.
I can't even process how to do that.
It's a lot of very steep turning, and basically you have to when you're the front man, you have to aim your hands where you want your partner to be pulling through and they're going to be aiming themselves to pull through your hands to go that direction, and then the process repeats, but the inverse. It's not simple. It takes a lot of practice, but teams that get good at it. Well, most of these top level players are good at it. It's just when you're playing at this level, obviously, the margins for error are so small that it's easy for everyone to overshoot, because you start getting that thing where you're in a proper race. You're racing for it, and everybody kind of pushes each other over the edge, so everybody overshoots. So it makes sense why it happens at this level, even though these players are probably the best at making those turns when they need to. But defensive stacks, if you were watching backstacks, ooh, nice stop there, Draco. Backstacks or offensive stacks chasing down, passing formations can turn like that on a dime, but they usually aren't contending with so much speed, and that's why the drill is intended to force you. The drill I have, it's starting at the backboard to go all the way, is intended to force you to manage your speed, but also learn to judge how to turn at speed. As Draco Mako hits it, and they're back within 6. But this is all, when I talk about this stuff, this is like baseline. As New Orleans will get the victory here, 50-34. This isn't the stuff. This wouldn't benefit any of these guys. You know what I mean? Like this benefits like bronze, silver.
You say it. Me.
Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say you, but if you want to say you.
Oh, because I'm not good enough. Am I good enough?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Not even a little.
No, what are you saying, dimwit?
I don't know, but I do know the New Orleans Orions got the victory here in the final game of the season, and they will end the season 11-3. And the stack won the season 5-9.
All right, and with that, I mean, rolling out the no surprise there. Rolling out as the number 1 seed here, and for my stuntman, I got Draco Mako. Just stat line: 5 assists, 10 points, 3 saves, crushing it.
Me and my homies roll out. Dun, dun. We're doing the. Who'd you pick?
Draco Mako.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm looking over the stat line to verify, and I wasn't thinking Draco, but I'm looking over. I must have dropped the ball. Well, I definitely did. It was story time. So, Draco Mako, I will not disagree. Most effective player in this game.
And congrats to Draco. We'll go to a quick interview here with the winning Orions, and we'll go over to the interview channel. We'll be there in a And welcome back. We are here with Al, captain of the New Orleans Orions, coming in tonight. Number 1 seed, finishing up at top of the season. Congratulations to you, Al. Great game, guys, and rolling into the playoffs as the number 1 seed there in the Eastern Conference. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not easy being the greatest team in the league, and actually all of North America, to be honest, because our division's better than the other division. And, spearheading that entire team as the captain, it's really been a fun journey for me personally.
Awesome. And you heard it here first. Canada, Juicifier, and all the Canadian players. You heard it here first. Best in North America. Dimwee agrees because East Coast is Beast Coast, but we'll see when we get to.
There's an actual argument to be made, but we don't have to get into that right now.
That's a deep Dimwee cut there. Dude, what big challenges did you face as the captain this season, or big memorable moments you had coming in as a captain?
So some challenges, you face with every team, like some scheduling issues that you have to get around, maybe some chemistry issues at first. I remember we lost 2 games at first. Granted, we kind of let the other teams win because we wanted to make the league a bit more interesting. I mean, how boring would it be if the top winning team was just winning every game, So, and I mean, with the New York Kings last week, there's no way the first place team would ever lose to the New York Kings, but we felt bad, they're our sister team. And that's the team I used to play on, so I felt almost entitled to give them some sort of hope, maybe for next season or the next time they play their next game.
There you have it. Bringing it down so that you guys keep the league interesting. We'll see. We're rolling to the playoffs. I don't know. There's some pretty strong West Coast teams out there this season. One of which we saw play tonight, St. Louis Samurai. What's the thing you're looking more forward to most going into the playoffs?
What am I looking forward going to most? What am I most looking forward to in the playoffs? Definitely showing that we are actually the superior division and really stomping these other teams, showing that they have no chance against us. What are they even doing here? It's going to be so fun showing them who they are and where they are in the pecking order. Just really putting them in their place, because I've had so much trash talk to me in that division, and I just can't wait to put them in their place.
Well, you got your time. Clip it. You heard it here first. He's throwing down right now with the playoffs, and the Orions say they're going to go all the way. So we'll see what happens. Dude, are you going to land?
Which land?
The land, Nepa land.
Oh, of course. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
All right, good thing you said yes, because we were about to invalidate everything you said prior to that. But other than that, great job rolling through this season here. Congrats to the team, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys play here in the playoffs and represent the East Coast. Dimwee's super happy, so we'll see what the East Coast brings, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys work your way towards the championship. Man, great game tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thanks. And with that, we will take you guys to our next game here, the final game of the night, the Denver Raptors versus the LA Destroyers. LA Destroyers out. Denver Raptors looking for their first win of the season. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
30 seconds. This one is loose in the Destroyer zone. Collected by Saluda. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Try to
Trying
clear
to get
it.
cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no!
That gets the finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last second, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33-32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not
look
anymore.
at,
No,
look at,
no. Put me on camera. Put me on
that.
camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read. And we are back. And guess what? I have changed roles. I am now your host. Boom. And I brought Queen and Dimwee here for the last game of the night. Denver Raptors versus the LA Destroyers for the final game of both of their regular seasons, as both teams, with the win tonight by the Chicago Bulls, LA Destroyers are out. The Raptors hunting for the first win of the season tonight against the Destroyers. Looking great last week against the Vipers. Queen, Dimwee, over to you. Who do we got in the arena?
We have teams. We have
You have the teams?
we have teams. We have
Do we have
teams
three
for the
teams
rest of
or two
we have
teams?
two
Or
teams
four
in
teams?
particular.
Okay.
Of course,
that's
the
good.
Raptors on the left and orange, Los Angeles Destroyers on the right and blue. Destroyers in here tonight, Lovers, Kaza, Zenith, Yuji, and Isolate. Of course, they were watching the first match this evening with bated breath because, of course, the outcome of that match determined what their situation was. And as it happens, the Chicago Wizards got that victory there, which means so here's the situation. If the Los Angeles Destroyers win tonight, they're tied with the Chicago Wizards, and Chicago Wizards win the tiebreaker. That's why the Chicago Wizards are in the postseason, and the Destroyers no longer are no longer in the race for it. So Destroyers at the start of the night weren't sure. At this point, we're all pretty sure Destroyers are not going to be finding their way to the postseason. Although I was personally rooting really hard for them, just because it would have been a great narrative. But yeah, so they're not gonna be able to make their way in. Denver Raptors, of course, going to be looking for that first victory this evening, the first and only elusive victory, as somebody referred to it as in chat. Although I can't find the comments, so I don't know who it was. But yeah, Queen.
I want to
really excited for this matchup. Probably.
I'm super excited, and it sounded like we got it ready up. Both my things say not ready now, but it sounded like we did. But talking about players, we've got full rosters on both ends of the arena with Zach W, Klex, and Palador in the arena for the side of the Denver Raptors. Over on blue, we've got the LA Destroyers, Leverage, Kaznaz, Zenith, Isolate, and of course Yuji, who has been there as their sub the entire season faithfully, and we see a ton of Yuji action in the arena. Personally love it, but I'm super excited for this game. I am stoked because I feel like we've seen the Denver Raptors, as the weeks have progressed, get better and better and find more cohesion, which they struggled with originally. I know a lot of it was due to some struggles with getting time in the arena together and with a full roster, but they've definitely begun to find themselves here, and I would love to see them walk away and end this season with a win.
Yeah, and I think we all do. And but coming in for this last game here, both teams, as always, playing for pride. So they are going to be in the hunt here on both sides of the arena, looking for a W. And as always, hashtag Mom Squad is there in the chat. Yuji, with Yuji Mom there as well, bringing Yuji's muse, because every time we see Yuji play, if Yuji's mom's not there, then it's kind of like, okay, Yuji, and then like Yuji's mom shows up, and then it's like, I'm going off Yuji. So but the Denver Raptors tonight, with Zach at the helm and Leverage, one of the biggest brains and best brains in the game, bringing the Destroyers here looking to take a W. It's going to be a real good match here, and there's got to be a lot of strategy changing going around both sides. I'll send it to you guys.
And we are going to get started here in the first quarter. First touch will be a headbutt from the Denver Raptors and into the hands of Kaznaz for the Destroyers. And then another headbutt from the Denver Raptors by their backstack. And this one loose here at mid. Powder looking to track it down. Instead, it will be, I believe this is Leverage sending it in. Zenith, Leverage tracking it down. Leverage gets the first goal. 2-point lead to the Destroyers.
A very good attempt there by Palador to get that stack broken up in mid, unable to do so as he gets stunned out off of a shield, but was able to slow them down momentarily, but the stack did get away there. Fantastic job by the LA Destroyers making it into the bubble before the Denver Raptors were able to get home, but with the disc now is the Denver Raptors themselves, Dimwee.
And yeah, Klex setting up on far side will be collected by Palador down at the floor, sending it right back. As we're a minute off the clock here, Klex across Zach down to the floor with Wit juking around there across the Klex. One more pass. Zach W gets that one in for 2. They have tied it up again for the first time.
Again, but definitely a fantastic job. Really, really great placement and clean passing in that push on bubble there. A great job maintaining the possession and capitalizing on that look at goal. And it is now Kaznaz with it sending up to Leverage, didn't we?
Nicely. Picked up by Zach. Looks a little wide. And right back out. There's Isolate getting in. And turns up and around here for the Destroyers. All the way down to the Raptors bubble, and then a good scoop there by Zach. And it back towards mid, though. Good collection by Wit. Immediately assaulted by Leverage. But still gets that one set out. Aldor slow butting his way towards it. Did not have any partners nearby to boost with, and it will instead be the Destroyers sending it back in to the offensive zone, although Leverage not able to take that pass. It was set up for him. Palador with a good grab there sends it into the near side tube. Through the near side tube, and into the hands of Isolate. Isolate, good read. Turns it around, but gives it away to Klex. Klex long heave here will be quite wide. Ooh, narrowly missing the goal, though, on its way back in. As Isolate try to send that one out. Also, why is the rim of the goal so thick? It just occurred to me. There's no functional purpose. It's not a structure. It's not an actual, it could be, why is it so big?
Dimwee, by comparison to the goal, the ding ring is so small. Why are we complaining about this?
Because it could be smaller, couldn't it?
Oh my goodness. Well,
You know what?
Shrink the goal, am I right?
Shrink the
I know
goal
your next
and
point.
make the ding ring smaller.
I know, Jimmy.
Do both.
I know.
Snipe. I science. I get sent out to the far side too. It's gonna take a bounce there, all the way in. Oh my goodness, taking a careening bounce there. I don't know if that was intended as a joke. But Palador hits it for the 2. They're up 4-2.
Palador just getting that shot off before getting stunned out, but able to get the 2 points for the Denver Raptors, and a great job doing that as the sole player there for the Denver Raptors in the bubble after a great defensive stop. Now at the disc is the Los Angeles Destroyers, looking to respond here with some points of their own.
Leverage handling that one off of that pass, sending it up. Zenith up. Oh, off of the shack block. It's not a setup. Don't say it. Far side leverage.
Oh my goodness.
Looking to track it down. It will forever be the shack block. You think B left for that one. Kazan sending it in. Isolate. Ooh. Zenith. Gets it in to tie it up.
Timmy, what was that? I mean, I guess it was.
Woo, Danny Woo. It is it's a Mighty Ducks reference.
Oh, okay. Definitely haven't seen Mighty Ducks in a hot minute. But Zenith doing some moves there to bring this back to a tie game and get 2 points on the board for the Los Angeles Destroyers. With the disc now is the Denver Raptors. A little bit of a scuffed rollout, but disc is still loose somehow.
That one will be collected by Zenith in his own zone. Also, B-Love in the chat. Yes, B-Love. It wasn't, if you had just called it the shack block that day, nothing. But because you, what?
What?
We're getting some lag in the server right now. That's unfortunate. But yeah, oh no. Oh, I expect a timeout after that one.
I would as well.
No one's entering the tubes. Yeah, they're definitely gonna hit it. Yeah, no one's in the tubes. Oh, nope, they are getting in the tubes. Never mind. All right, they're not going to time out. Interesting. I thought for sure it was coming. So we are going to continue on here. But yeah, no, B-Love, when you said Nugget doesn't block shots, Shaq does, that sold it for me. I don't know why that sentence sold it, but the moment I read it, I was like, it's over. That's it. That's it. It's Shaq block from now on. It makes sense. It doesn't, but it does. Oh, a setup there. Look for Zenith. Zenith does not get the grab. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the first. As Wit turns that one around. And Zach will send it. Ooh, second bouncer keeps it up to the ceiling. Wit and Klex trying to track it down. They did not boost together. Hindsight bias, of course. Palador sending it up. Oh, passing the 2 teammates here. And it will be the defender. They're stunned out. Wit gets it, sends it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Zenith gets a touch on it, but they still got the points. 5-point lead to the Raptors.
They still get the points indeed, and struggling a little bit to maintain that possession there, but able to walk away with 2 points on the board. Definitely a little bit of a scramble by comparison of their first goal in the game, but nonetheless, points are points, and they are in the lead. It's the LA Destroyers, but a big turnover opportunity here.
Palador back to Klex. Klex moving in here. Looking at 1v2. Looking to send it back to Palador. Pulls. What? The entire defense just clapped on itself right there. The whole Destroyers defense fell over itself, tripped over each other. That is unfortunate there. They were all trying to get in that lane at the same time, and then they ended up pulling all of each other out and left the goalie in a 1v1. That is unfortunate. And that's what happens, when we talk about folding up a defense. That's exactly what we're talking about. You fold them up. You get them to clump together. Sometimes it's in a line. Sometimes it's in a proper clump. But either way, you get that defense to clump together because what you're doing is you're passing the disc around them, and they all start tripping over each other. Suddenly they're covering all the same lanes, and they don't realize that they've synced up together, and that opens up all the other lanes, and suddenly you have shots on goal. You have open cut passes, and things like that. That's what happened there. It's just kind of a more comically extreme example. Where they all kind of just yanked each other out of the play, all trying to get into the same lane there in the same area rather. As Klex, sends this one out, and this one will be Zach W. Though Leverage touches it, Zach gets it back, loses it, and Leverage is there to get the collection. 40 seconds on the clock as Leverage over here. Zenith back across. Leverage. They have one in the bubble there. That is Yuji. So Yuji is in the game right now. So presumably that means Isolate is currently out. As Leverage looking for an in pass here. It does go. Nice setup there. Zenith And they're back within 5.
Back within 5 indeed, and a really, really great patient possession there coming in from the LA Destroyers. Zenith putting that one in for 2 points for them. Only 10 seconds left, not enough time to bring them up here on the scoreboard in this round. But luckily, we've got 3 more for you here tonight. And that is the end of our first quarter. We will be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
And welcome back to the second quarter here. We got the Denver Raptors versus LA Destroyers. Denver Raptors got a 5-point lead. I'm back with Queen and Conspiracy Dimwee in the house.
You can't murder
Queen.
me like that on the street.
Queen. Well, you didn't think you were coming back for the third game was going to be easy. Come on.
Wait, why am I conspiracy? What did I say? What did I say? Why am I conspiracy, Dimwee?
This is like the V, and then the rim's too big for the goal. It should be smaller. There's like, why is it so big? Like,
those are legitimate opinions.
It's a trap. I feel like it's a trap. Yeah, Queen, over to you. What do you got here rolling the second quarter?
I mean, Denver Raptors are looking pretty great here. I'm shocked to see LA Destroyers struggling as much in bubble, but the Denver Raptors definitely clean up a little bit of their passes and their setups in bubble to look more like their first approach here and possibly look at their first win here tonight. But that's a turnover as Isolate picks that one up and sends it out through the tube. Dimwee, over to you.
Yeah, Palador handling that one here as we start the second quarter. And we'll send that one up. Zach W. send in there. Klex wants to take a shot. No, sorry. Wit. Wit incidentally tapping that one. Although Klex is able to get that one back. Stunning out. Who was that on the far side? That was Kaznaz getting stunned out by Klex. Wit finishes it off. They have a 7-point lead, the Nepa Raptors.
Fantastic job there. That was Klex stealing that one back after the missed shot from the stun out, passing that one over to Wit again for a second attempt, who puts that one in for 2 points. And we've got an opportunity now for the LA Destroyers to put the arena in their control, but oh no, a possible turnover, Dimwee.
Yeah, that one stuck there on the far side. Edith with a heave up to Isolate. As Isolate walks up. One at the goal. Isolate gets it.
Isolate walking that one in for the LA Destroyers in a 2v1. Goalie not stunned, and Isolate still able to get the slam dunk in on the back end of the goal. Great placement there, bringing them, I don't know, that's too much for me to math, honestly. These numbers don't make too much sense to me. So, 5. My math machine just told me it's 5. It's 5. That's all I have, Dimwee.
7-point lead right now.
Shut up. Don't lie to me.
No, what's funny is when you were talking about it, I had it in my head that it was a 7-point game. I don't know why. And then you said 5, and I went, what is she talking about 5? And I went, oh, I was wrong. And Leverage isn't wrong, though. Gets that one in for the 2. 13-11. The Destroyers are coming back currently.
Destroyers are coming back. Denver Raptors struggling a little bit here in this second quarter. LA Destroyers finding their groove. We know that they're a very strong team here in the Pro Series, but an opportunity here for the Denver Raptors to get some more points on the board, and it's Zach W with it now, Jim.
Mike,
Nope,
Micah?
my name is not Mike.
No, in the chat there. Palador hits that one for a 2, puts the team up by 4. Talk about the screaming dad. That's me. 1. What do you mean that's a penalty? All he did was kick him in the face! That's legal!
Dimwee, what the hell?
Let him play, ref. Let him play.
Let him play! Don't you dare cry! Don't you dare cry!
Dimwee,
Leverage, far
just
side.
so that you guys know, thankfully has no children.
Yes.
Yes.
Klex
Yes.
hits it for a long 3. And that's a 7-point lead. B-Love says comedy. No. Although I guess I should be flattered that B-Love thinks I'm funny. But no. Yeah, I'm gonna be. That's who I aspire to be. Zach W sends this one up. Klex loses. Somebody lost it. I'm not sure what happened there. Down to the floor. Isolate. Powder. Excuse me. With it, loses it to Isolate. Who heeded the or who heard the call? Heeded the call? Doesn't sound right. Leverage. That's wide there. Oh, nice collection there. Isolate hits it.
Goalie there for the side of the Denver Raptors. I don't know if it was a miscommunication or a misjudge on the read, but jumping out of the goal there, and after the first attempted shot ends up in the hands of Isolate, who's looking at an open goal for some easy points there. But Denver Raptors still in the lead, and with the disc now is Zach W. Dim.
Zach walking that one up across here. Klex backing it up in the hands of Witt. And Zach up Klex here near side. In other words, says I'm the cool uncle. I'm the almost cool uncle. Powder. Klex setting it in. Although I do get points because I'm involved in esports, so that that gives me a lot of points. But I'm the almost cool uncle because like for Christmas or birthdays and stuff, you get almost cool things from me. So like it's a really cool looking toy. Kaznez hits it, but it's probably a science experiment. Kaznez brings the team back within 2. Destroyers are once again nipping at the heels of the Raptors.
Nipping at the heels indeed. Denver Raptors can't leave that goal open here while LA Destroyers are in the arena. But Denver Raptors getting another opportunity here to put the arena in their control and get some points on the board. Dimwee, over to you. Oh.
You ever see Sporky from Toy Story?
Yeah, of course.
You know Sporky? Or Forky? Is it Forky?
It's Forky. It's Forky.
But he's a spork.
It should rightfully be Sporky because he's a spork.
I was watching the Zach hit that one. We were watching a lot of the shorts, the Pixar and Disney shorts with her toddler, and we started watching Forky, and we got about 2 or 3 in, and she just starts dying, like uncontrollably laughing, and she goes, "I just realized Forky is you." And I was like, "Are you serious?" She goes, "That is you. Oh my God. I can only see you now when I see Forky." Because the tossing back and forth, you got to look up when Forky's interviewing the coffee mug. Zenith hits a beautiful one, no looks it for the 2. It's hilarious. Anyways, sorry, I did it again. It's that kind of night. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the half.
That's all right here. Zenith sneakily coming up there from the front and separates and kills that stack coming in for the side of the Denver Raptors, giving himself a 1v1 opportunity to get those points on the board. Fantastic move. Ooh. Oh, and the giveaway over to Loveridge. Dimwee.
Zenith there on the far side. You know, I feel like, shot there. I feel like Zenith now has an obligation. Ooh, shot there from Isolate. Almost going in. Zenith now kind of has an obligation to make sure he knows how to throw a proper punch. Because if you're going to be called the Sandman and you put the competition to sleep, if you don't even know how to throw a punch, you know what I mean? That's not. I feel like it's false advertising.
Wait, what are you saying, Dimwee?
The Sandman anyways, maybe it's a hockey thing. Zach to Klex. Klex bring it in. It hits Wit. There it is.
Oh!
I'm just saying I want full contact echo. That's all.
What? Dimwee.
Smooth. I know he said. Also,
I can't believe you brought me in for this, Dimwee.
You're welcome. Smooth.
He was peaking. He was peaking. He was a rare dim reform. How do you think
kids are when they start karate, dude?
I was like, somebody needs to share this with me. Queen, get the Cassie booth.
Someone needs to share this moment.
30 seconds on the clock. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Zenith will send this one back. Are you on the Forky train now?
Nope. We were talking about how wild you are, and I was just...
I know. That's what I'm saying. Are you on the Forky train now?
Oh, I guess. Yeah, sure. We're on the Forky train. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm throwing this right over your head right now. Am I? There's a lot of confusion. We're going to go to this extended intermission, figure out what's going on. We're going to be right back.
I love Lamp.
Harley Davidson builds bikes that are meant to ride. There are vehicles your parents would recommend you drive. Then there are the motorcycles your crazy uncle who gave you fireworks for your birthday tells you to ride. You wouldn't want to let your uncle down, would you? If your need is speed, chrome, and custom paint, check out all of the new and pre-owned bikes at Greenmount Road Harley-Davidson in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't let your uncle down. Get to Greenmount.
And welcome back. Don't forget, Nepa is going Web3 and will be issuing NFTs as a way to reward the community. Anybody who claims one of those NFTs will be eligible for future raffles and giveaways that we'll be conducting throughout the year. They are free to claim, and all you have to do is fill out a claim form. It can be found at www.nepavrpro.com/NFT. We've got a lot of fun stuff planned. Don't forget, with the giveaways, you can get time in the arena with some of your best and favorite players to give you some coaching. Get those NFT claim forms in so you can be a part of that. It'll continue going here as this is the last regular season NFT that you can pick up. You don't want to miss it. As we get back to the game, Dimwee and Queen.
I'm sorry. You said get time in the arena?
Yeah.
I bet the St. Louis Samurai would have liked time in the arena tonight.
Oh, I like it. Hey, good pull. Good pull. It took me a second, but I like it. I like it. I was like, wait, they won. What do you mean?
But you know.
No, that's fair. That was fair. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, so back to the teams after the small diversion. My friends, we got a close game here. Halftime, Denver Raptors a 2-point lead. It looks like the Destroyers and Leverage have made some adjustments to the Denver Raptors offense, and they close that gap pretty handily. Right now, still down by 2, but you can expect to see a different Destroyers team coming out of the tubes and hopefully a different Raptors team coming out of the tubes as both teams adjust their strategy here for the second half. Queen, what do you think?
So, I mean, I don't believe, Dimwee, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe that we've actually seen anything less than a 2-point lead here for the Denver Raptors in this entire game. Anytime that LA Destroyers have gotten close, they've brought it back ever from this 2-point lead every single time. So I expect that Zach W is taking time right now in this timeout to figure out what LA Destroyers were changing and come back with something a little bit different here. They've got some rollouts that work really, really well for them in the chain breaking, which LA Destroyers love to send that aggressive forward stack. And it's working for them to get the disc through mid. But definitely are going to have to see some changes here for the Raptors, and a big one being that they get home on defense. A lot of these points on the board that the LA Destroyers were able to get were because, they might have a single man home for the Denver Raptors, or they might only have, 2 players there or none. There's been some open goals. So definitely getting home and being able to make it on the defensive end of things will be a big game changer for them moving into this second half of the game.
And for the Destroyers here, closing the gap, what are they doing right here, Dimwee? What do they need to continue to do here in the second half?
Oh, this is when the Denver Raptors really need to watch out, because the one thing we know about Leverage is his teams always get better throughout a game. Because he's the first. I said this actually on the Monday show. I was somebody who was playing Kang this week. We were talking about what they could do to play when they play against Kang. And I said what you should expect is that for your first round is going to be the easiest round of the game, because they're going to be gauging you then. They're going to wait to see how you're playing, what you're specifically focusing on, who you're hitting the most, and then they're going to do something to make you change that. You don't know. You're not going to be able to predict what it is. They're going to figure something out. They're going to find a weakness, They're going to exploit it. They're going to get you to change something about your strategy, and then they're going to punch you in the face.
Watching,
Like a Sandman.
judging. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Look at the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's how they play. And so as we progress through this game, you know, as Queen pointed out, the Destroyers haven't been able to get closer than 2 points up behind the Raptors here. This is the quarter. If they're going to take a lead, this will be the quarter it happens in.
And back to you guys in the booth as we get ready to start the second half. What do we? Yes, my timing always sucks with these. Like every time, I'm like, all right, here comes the rollout and the countdown. Play it for the timing, and no, blew it again. So yeah, back to you guys in the booth. Do the thing, and hopefully there's a countdown here shortly, so I don't look like a bigger idiot than I already do.
There's already
There
one going on.
There it is. There it is. Sandman.
We are underway here in the second half, and it will be first grab. Los Angeles Destroyers leverage to Zenith juke it around with Klex here, and we'll send it back to leverage here on the back line as their team is now in the offensive zone. Proper possession here for the Destroyers. Leverage sending it up. Kaznaz on the floor. Look for a cut. No, take the shot himself. Instead, we'll hit the bottom side of the goal. The goalie was stunned out. It was a good opportunity for a shot there, but they were going to collect it here. Kaznaz, a double stun though there with Zach W. Will be Palador with that pickup, sending it out here into the offensive zone. Though UG on defense for the Destroyers will get a grab first here. 30 seconds off the clock here in the second half. Leverage at mid. We'll send it up into the hands of Kaznaz. Kaznaz juke it around on the floor. Leverage near side, handling it, and does send it into the hands of Zenith. The jukes, all the moves with wit. Will get a competent, a witty save, you might say, as Kaznaz recovers this one. Look. It's got a great name. In fact, he stole the second half of my name. Zenith, we'll send this one back. Leverage sending this one in. You know we're cousins. Usually, we'll get it back here, Kaznaz. Why do you think we were named so similarly? Oh, really? I was named inverse of him. Zenith, handling it here near side. There was never a T in my name. What are you talking about? Zenith, off the bow tie block. What did you just say?
Your name is Taiwu Tua.
I'm sorry, what?
You said it was the inverse. It was the inverse of his name. So wit backwards, which is two.
The conceptual inverse, not the literal inverse.
Oh, now I get
He
it.
didn't specify. That's not his fault. What?
Well, you know what? That's fine, because I feel vindicated right now, because what did I say? I said, if the Los Angeles Destroyers were going to stopping at 2 points behind, if they were going to catch up, possibly take a lead, it would be this round. Look at that. They just tied it up. Also, that was a long time without a goal.
It was a long time. They did tie it up indeed. And again, that was Denver Raptors not able to get home defensively. There was only 2 of them back, unable to really set up there before the LA Destroyers got back. Oh, and possibly a big turnover here again, Dimwee, for the side of the LA Destroyers.
Yeah, 5.5 minutes ago here, collected by Wit. Sorry, Tew. Over here, collects. You know what? We're just going to do this. Zelk here on the edge of the bubble. Looking for a send-in. Does not have any options. Coming out to challenge him as EG. As Tew will handle this one here on the back line. Tew now waiting for someone to attack. Instead, we'll send out one across there. Chaz. Yeah, Chaz, that works. Here to the near side, trying to get it to Rudelap. But instead, it will be Giravel up here. Zanzak gives it up here to EG as Giravel send it across here.
We started the thing.
Finez stunned out. Ijula. We'll send this one back to, I can't do it anymore. Loveridge into the bubble. Kaznaz. Oh, the setup.
Oh, there's Trendy.
The deny. Wit will send that one out and into the near side tube. Clacks a long heave here. Will be a flat bounce off the back wall. Defense does not get the grab. Zach W.
Ooh,
Kaznaz stuns it out. Mom squad in the chat. You know what? I'm gonna have to. I need some call your mom stuff. Wit. Cross, Zach W. You know what? It's going to be soon. Zach W. sending it in. Clack, stunned out. Loveridge getting a grab here. Now turning this one around for the Destroyers. Although no, that's right. There was a friendly there. They boost after this one as it gets sent into the bubble here. They are uncontested 3v0. Did I just hear a potato chip?
What?
Did somebody just bite into a potato chip?
Not me.
That was rude. Kaznaz.
in.
Oh, you know what? If it was somebody who can't be heard by stream, it's fine. Oh, was it? Then I don't know what I heard. 24-22. There was a noise. The Destroyers have taken the lead.
And Dimwee himself is eating potato chips. He's trying to cover up.
I'm not.
That. He's trying to cover up him eating potato chips.
All I have right now
Words
is
are
water.
hard. What did you guys do to me?
Welcome to the show. Zenith sends this one in. Uh-oh. Ooh, goes just wide. And then off of the post, collected in the bubble there, Wit with it. Looking to get it to Zach instead of, actually gets it here to Palador. Palador, long heave, but will be in the hands of Kaznaz. As Zanzak. Send it up here, Yuji, stunned out the Wit with it. Wit will send it up. Zach, what are potato strips? Palador across. Zach,
He's making fun of me. That's what I accidentally said. Phenom is apparently hired to troll me tonight in chat, so.
But what are potato strips?
I don't know. I just couldn't find my words, Dimwee. I told you they're hard.
I have no idea what's going on right now. Loveridge taking a shot. There goes wide. UG hits it. Don't forget to bring a towel. 4-point lead.
Something worth noting too here in this third quarter, one of the things that LA Destroyers did change was activating UG back into the arena in this third quarter. And they have now taken the lead for the first time in the game, not with that score, but for the first time in the game in this third quarter. They've gotten a lead here, but it is the Denver Raptors with it now. Oh, no.
And pass across here. Witt cannot get the grab. And Zach W sends it through mid. So we'll be a turnover there. Kaznaz on the back line. Leverage across. You know what it really is? So like left to right for orange, right to left for blue, right? That's how they play.
No.
Kaznaz. Uh-oh. Gonna bring it. Hits it for the two. They have a 6-point lead. The Destroyers. Have the Raptors scored yet in this half? Ooh, they go for a timeout. So what I was going to say, so the orange team is on the left. They play left to right, right? Blue team on the right in blue. They play right to left, right? So we should read the names on orange team: Wit, Zach, Klex, Palador, Original. But the names on blue, we should read how they play. So backwards, right? That makes sense, right?
No.
What do you mean no?
I mean, no.
It's consistency.
No.
Oh God, we're on camera.
Yes, we are. Do you not have a sense for this yet? I was already talking to camera. No, I wasn't even looking at the stream. I just assumed.
I'm back.
Nails
where were you? That's funny.
We're so glad to have you, Nails.
Yes, excellent timeout here. Excellent timeout. There's been a lot of
Hey, these aren't Australians, dude.
4 unanswered goals here from the Destroyers as the Raptors try to find an answer here right now. Like a lot of breakups from the long crosses across the center for the Raptors. This is, you know me, I am the short pass fan because the long passes are getting tore up right now. But back to potato strips.
It was potato strips, and I didn't mean to do that.
Did you know if the quarterback throws the ball in the end zone and the wide receiver catches it, it's touchdown. As we're back here, a minute and a half on the clock. In this third quarter, that was in fact a John Madden quote. Shout out to Smooth in the chat. As Klex gives this one to Wit. Personally, I think comparisons are odious. Also a quote by him. Zach, up. Klex gets shoot. Okay. Someone's going to have to explain that one to me. That was a 1v1 proper. They had the setup there. They will get the points. Fair enough. You know, I know they're going to watch this VOD and someone's going to be very upset at me for having made that statement. But I in fact wouldn't mind someone explaining that one to me because in my mind I see a 1v1. I would expect the attack to happen, but it didn't, and I'm curious why.
Because
so that's not veiled criticism, but I'm curious.
The stack coming in for the side of the LA Destroyers was just about to hit fringe of bubble. And so Klex probably noted that, seeing that it was going to end up being a 3v1, opting for the back pass to maintain the possession and look for a setup in bubble, which they successfully got. But the stack for the side of the LA Destroyers, or a stack, was definitely incoming. And Klex was just on post with 1 in goal. So it would have been a 3v1 technically.
Look, I don't know what you said, but I know what I heard.
it wouldn't have been a 1v1 if Stack kept going.
Sitting in there. No, fair rebuttal. I'd like to watch it back with that in mind.
Watch it back, you
Send
won't.
here. UG sends it up. No, that's not that. Okay, that's not a challenge. That's literally me saying, okay, now that you've explained that to me, I'd like to watch it back, understanding that context, and compare what happened to what you've said, and see what I missed. As we are going to go into our final intermission of the evening off of that one there, 30-24 here in favor of the Destroyers. I told you it was going to happen. We're going to go. We'll be right back.
Access the largest motorsports inventory in America. We're authorized dealers for Can-Am, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, and more. Get the best deals these brands have to offer. Browse through our inventory to find exactly what you're looking for.
What exactly do you mean, just you guys? What do you mean,
Just you
just
guys.
us?
Just us. It's the three of us.
There's
We're
no
everything.
stats on the board with you.
We're
Wolfpack.
everything.
Dimwee, why are you
We're
acting
not
like
just
you haven't
us.
been here for 14 weeks?
I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like this went ever everybody's head. I'm
What?
saying
Yeah,
we're
it-
more important
it
than
did.
being just us.
We're the three
That's
best
all I'm
friends that
saying.
ever could be.
It was a joke. It was apparently it was a really bad joke. I'm so sorry.
Guys, I look so
And back to
tiny
you
in
guys
this
in the booth.
sweatshirt. I just look like this sweatshirt's really
I
massive.
took
We
I
should
took
take
I
this
took all nails talk time for that.
Yep. And we're done. Back to the booth. Welcome back. Fourth quarter. Bye.
Welcome back. Leverage. We'll get the first touch here. As we were saying in the that intermission there, welcome to this is what it's like playing Leverage. It gets harder and harder as you go on. It's like you ever play a game that has adaptive AIs? Powder gets a good 2 points there, bringing them back within 4. If you've ever played a game that has adaptive AI, that's kind of what it's like. It gets harder to play against that AI as you continue to play, as it learns what you're doing. Leverage is basically adaptive AI in human form, which is basically just human. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kaznaz baiting Palador there.
Ooh.
Because we're the three best friends that anybody could have. We're the three best friends that anybody could have. We're the three best friends that anybody could have. And we're never, never, ever, ever, ever leave each other. Something like that, right?
That
Yuji.
was great.
You nailed it.
Leverage on the far side. Leverage sending it up. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the song.
Yeah, it's just as cringy as the movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the point. That's the comedy. If you're not self-aware. Good points. 6 point lead. I don't know what I was about to say.
A great job there by Wit, trying to get around the 2v1 there. Stop the stuns coming in, but unable to get the grab from the slam dunk on the bottom pocket. That is 2 points over to the LA Destroyers. And yes, I am bringing you guys back to this cast. Welcome, Dimwee and Nails.
Hi.
Smooth. That's if you're gonna fake quote me, at least make it good. Oh, the rudeness of this man on TV. Zenith there, far side. Is it really TV?
Ooh.
Leverage. It's not my TV. Good grab there. Wit. Turning it around. It's also on a TV in a bar somewhere. Hello, Arthur Giddis. Zach W. Long shot.
Oh.
They're back within 3.
Back within 3 indeed, and that was Zach W. receiving pass from Palador after a great defensive stop there. Able to get 3 points on the board for the side of the Denver Raptors. We've got 5 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock here, and that is more than enough time. I could do that math for them to come back here.
And Swagware apparently watching his VOD back because he's responding to something I said as during the cast, and I don't know what I said. As Isolate hits it for the 2, but he certainly let me know he disagrees with it. Goodness. Isolate. Good goal there.
Good goal indeed coming in from Isolate for the side of the LA Destroyers. Also worth noting, Isolate is in the arena, so they have switched it up from UG being in here. Ooh, a little bit of a scuffed roll up. Palador able to recover this one, Dimwee.
Klax got stunned out as he was giving it back to Palador, and that one will make its way through mid. 5 minutes to go here in this game. And a big pickup there. Shot goes wide. Will be collected, though, by Kaznaz. Shot another one wide. As they're following it to the far side there. Kaznaz slaps it on the floor, off the floor. Wit. Palador with a good clear. This one will get out and through all the way down and in. Taking a careening bounce there. Ooh, dinging. Dinner's done. Everybody taking their time. Too many stuns in the backfield. Big brawl. Big ball. Kaznaz sends it up here. The near side. Isolate. Long shot. Goes low. And off of the Geo there. Up to the ceiling. Zach, that'd be a good scoop. Sends it through mid. Down and through. Easy Mom says there should be a book of Sir Dimmy quotes. I've considered, as Zach Dimmy brings it in and hits it for it too. I've considered saving up some money and paying someone like a lot of money to go through all of my cast from the last like year. It's like pulling out all the funny stuff. Because I'm not doing it. I mean, I don't have trouble listening to myself anymore, but I'm not listening to myself for that long. But that would take a. I'd have to commit. I'd have to really pay someone to do that. Isolate, which I can't do. Palador gets a good turnover there. Gets it back. Sends it up. Zach W here near side. Klex, move it in. As Klex will back this one out to Wit here on the back line 3.5 minutes ago. As the Denver Raptors are hunting for that first victory of the season. Zach back to Palador back to Zach. Zach looking to bring it in. Instead, we'll go back to Wit. And Wit will juke around there and up to the ceiling. And so try to pull the defense out. The score is close, so they can kind of afford to do this right now, although they are not in that. Oh, there's an opportunity. They just got numbers here. Wick got that player stunned out. Palador
no!
Stopped by Isolate. What a grab. It cannot get it out of the zone, though. Crop that 2. Palador gets it back. Does not have a shot at an open goal, but we'll give it to Zach. Zach. Ooh, the shot there will be off of the post and out of the bubble. And it will be Leverage that gets there first and starts turning it around. Looking for the send out, though. I don't know what that word was. And Leverage will get it through mid into the hands of Zenith. Zenith long send in to Isolate. Looking for Kaznaz will be off the mark. And now collected by Zenith. Turns that one around. Leverage on the far side. 2.5 minutes to go here. As Leverage will start moving his way up. Leverage in the hands of Isolate. Isolate. Edge of the wall. They're going to start running some clock here because they can. They just need to run it down a little bit and then score. That's clock management. What a shot there. Kaznaz also gets a stun on the goalie. That felt good. I guarantee it. They're up by 5.
That was very pretty. Kaznaz going for the backboard, then going in for the end one, getting the goalie stunned out, getting the 2 points there and bringing them up by 5. Now with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock, but disc in the hands of the Denver Raptors, Dimwee.
Zach W handling it, sending it through into the hands of Palador. Palador cross, Klex.
Oof.
Stunned out by that backstack defense in possession. Destroyers in possession. Send it out. They have a stack away, but there's too many leeches. And the leeches will win that one. Palador looking for a Wit. But it gives away Leverage. Uh-oh. Leverage is Zenith. They have an opportunity here, although the defense does return, so the back that went all the way out. And didn't have to go here in this 5-point game. The Destroyers maintaining possession right now. The Raptors have to get this one back because they need at least 2 goals. As Leverage sends it, hits it. Uh-oh, good stun out there on the far side. Will be collected by Wit, slaps it out of the bubble. Palador with the pickup. Cannot get there. Isolate, turning it around. Isolate the Leverage. Leverage to Zenith here on the near side. And again, more clock management here. They don't need to be aggressive right now at all, especially with only a minute left. The Dusty there. Excuse me, the Destroyers don't have to be aggressive. They will look for a shot there. Their Kaznaz stunned out. It will bounce its way in. And that may just be, we'll wait, let's wait and see, 45 seconds on the clock. 3 goals required. That's a minimum of 40 seconds. They are effectively out of time as they will only have 4 seconds to score 3 goals. The Denver Raptors will fall to the Los Angeles Destroyers. And unfortunately, they will fall to 0-14. That one turned around here 30 seconds ago. That wasn't meant to be the silence. Wow, way to set the mood, guys. I'm sorry, Nails.
Yeah, I was very distracted by Nails being very upset. Dimwee, you were just rubbing it in too. You were pouring salt heavily in
What are you
that
talking
open
about?
wound, dude.
What?
You took out your whole look around.
What are you talking? What did I do?
You just, you just poured salt in the wound. He's literally, the poor man's sitting there all very much so upset. You might not have had stream open, but very much so upset. And here you are making those early calls in the game. Still got seconds left, and you're like, nope, they're out of time. And they fall to 0-14.
I need a hug.
It's a moment. Let him
Give me some time.
Let him mourn.
I need a minute.
Okay, look.
I need a minute.
Look, I understand. I understand the concept of tact, but I deal in facts.
That is a fact. They did lose the game. My heart.
It does hurt. Look, Powder's like one of my best friends. I wouldn't like, you know what I mean? It's not hate at all. It's just a matter of fact. When you know what I mean? When the apple falls off the tree, it's not falling to spite the ground or the tree. It's falling because of gravity. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is.
I hate you, gravity. Boo, gravity. Boo, gravity. Well, with that, what do you guys got before we get into the interview? So big turnaround there at the halftime, as expected from Leverage's team, coming in down 2 at the halftime, and then Raptors keeping it close, but then fourth quarter, some big turnovers there and a couple big missed shots there from the Raptors to keep the game close, potentially keep the Destroyers a little bit more on a defensive mindset, but rolling away with it there, and Leverage at the helm. Who do you guys have for the stuntman, and what did you guys see that stood out to you in the game?
Am I going first?
I will. We'll start with Dimwee. I forgot. I have to give the pointer.
I'm glad the stats back me up on this, because I made the pick before I even saw the stats. The stats back me up. Leverage, hands down, no question about it. I said this is what happens when you play a Leverage team. It's exactly what happened. And it's the way he commands his team, the way he draws up, the way he strategizes. He waits. Earlier on in the game, he's gauging you, seeing how you play, seeing where your weaknesses are, seeing what you're favoring. Then he shuts you down. Once he figures out how to do it, he does it, and he does it very effectively. It's for that reason I was hoping, really, especially with the fact they're kind of the exception team. Running the 5-man, we're the only team running a proper 5-man roster and using that 5-man roster regularly in every single game. So the way Leverage commands his team, and 2, the way they play, the way they use their roster. For those 2 reasons, I was behind the scenes. I was standing for them very hard, yeah, they unfortunately aren't able to make it in. It's tough to see as well. The Denver Raptors aren't able to get that victory. I'm not rubbing it in. It is you see both teams tonight kind of have something to complain about. I think, you know what I mean, in that kind of way. You don't usually see that in a competitive game. Usually it's one team on a high, one team on a low. But it is what it is. And but Leverage, hands down, MVP of this one.
There you have it. Leverage for the stuntman from Dimwee. What do you got, Queen?
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, Leverage stats are there. Leverage, obviously, we've spoken about it all season. Leverage being a lot of the mind behind the team, and I'm sure doing a great job as captain, listening to teams' ideas and bouncing them off of one another, but just facilitating the arena the way that Leverage does, but also still being able to do that while getting 11 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 save, 32 stunts. I mean, hands down, it's an easy pick, Leverage. All across the board. I mean, really, it boils down to it just being all over the arena, whether it be mentality, whether it be game sense, whether it be adaptations in the game, or just the stat line. Leverage absolutely coming out and crushing it here tonight. So yeah, that's my pick.
There you have it. And it looks like we're heading over. Are we ready to get over into the interview? Muted. And we will roll over to the interview here looks like we got Yuji and Zenith here for the post-game interview for the LA Destroyers. And we are back. We're here in the arena with Isolate, Yuji, and Zenith from the LA Destroyers. As always, I got Queen and Dimwee with me here. Gents, good game. Awesome game. Way to finish the season there on a W. Heartbreaker. The Wizards were able to pull out a win here tonight. But for you guys, as the season finishes up, like, what are your biggest memorable moments coming back from the season here?
Well, we had a lot of really close games this season. So, I mean, this is one of them, but we had a lot of games just within 2 or 3 points. And some of them we won, some of them we lost, but just that tension is something we'll definitely take forward.
Yeah, and it's like Dim, we always like to talk about, right? You can't put a price on that game time stress, right? It's so different from a scrim, so different from everything else when you're rolling in the arena, and the points really matter and the W really matters. But coming out of this game here, what are you guys bringing in the next season that are big lessons learned that you're moving forward here, either going to the LAN or coming into the next season or any tournaments or VRML along the way?
Well, we've always been good. All yours.
I was just going to say, with added time together on this roster will always come more discipline. I think every player holds each other accountable for any sort of not like play mistakes, like simple mistakes happen all the time, but I will say that a lot of mental mistakes, whenever they come up, will definitely be ironed out as long as we keep playing. So it's definitely just, we keep sharpening the sword we have for as long as we play. So.
Awesome. And speaking of mental game, you guys got Leverage. They're rolling as a captain. What's it like to play with that kind of mind on the game? You guys are well known for having a very flexible strategy. We saw you guys bring Yuji in a couple times to really kind of throw the other team off. And we've seen you guys kind of do that all season as a very active 5-player roster. What was that like, and how does that fold into kind of your chemistry and the scrims and working that into the gameplay?
Well, yeah, so Leverage is always adamant about pre-gaming, studying teams before we start. He's been working on recently trying to implement this 5-man roster, and we've had, as you probably know, the only roster that stayed the same 5 people through the entire Nepa season. Yep. We've been trying to take advantage of that, play UGN strategically. So obviously, for the sake of other teams, we're not going to give up exactly what the difference in the gameplay is, but there's an inherent value in the mental reset and changing it up so the other teams don't know what to expect. So.
Yeah, you guys don't want to air all your secrets out for everybody that's watching this cast right now.
Just
as we go to the next season. And so are you guys all obviously going to LAN? Yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think so.
What are you guys looking forward to most for as you guys get into the LAN?
Sweeping the floor.
With the other teams, right? With the other teams? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. As you guys finish up this season here, and obviously with last season with the great performance there at LAN, as you guys rolled into this season, what was kind of that like coming out of the LAN and rolling into this season on such a high, and how do you really think that helped you this season?
Well, yeah, I mean, a LAN is so fundamentally different from a season, but I mean, the headsets are different, the mental is different. The format's different, but I mean, it's really about just having fun. So we had such a blast at the LAN, right? And we were able to bring that forward into the season, and try to continue working on our game and having a lot of fun while doing it. So yeah.
Awesome. And well, with that, thank you guys. Dimwee, Queen, you guys got anything?
No.
Silence. Yep. See, this is what I have to work with. This is what I have to work with all the time. Dimwee during the cast is on every single topic. You bring him to the interview, nothing, pure silence. But
I'm not an interviewer. My show doesn't have guests.
You guys got anything you guys want to send out to the crowd before you guys get out of here?
And then
Go sign up for the Nepa PDR. You can be the next pro.
Yes, and be full of it and be there on the fully functional 5-man roster. Outstanding job, you guys, this season. We're looking forward to seeing you guys at the LAN and definitely next season as we roll into Series 3. Thanks for joining us. An outstanding job tonight. Great game to all you guys. And when you guys see Leverage, tell them congrats on the Stuntman trophy.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. See you guys. Thanks. And with that, that is our show for tonight. Don't forget to join us tomorrow as more of the playoff action, or the run for the playoff action happens. Coming in tomorrow, we got the New Haven Ninjas versus Toronto Sorcerers, the Scranton Royals versus St. Charles Lions, and the Junction City Juggernauts versus the Aspen Sparrows. It's going to be a shootout like we've been seeing this entire season. You don't want to miss it. Thank you, Dimwee. Thank you, Queen, for joining us, muted on the cams. And Faye, thanks for the wrangling, my friend, making the interviews happen and getting the teams up and ready for us to give a great show tonight. Thank you to all the fans out there watching the chat, and don't forget to join us tomorrow night. Same Nepa time, same Nepa channel. We're out.
Seconds. This one is loose in the Destroyer zone. Collected by Saluda. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
Is it? Try to clear
get
it.
Cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no!
Get the finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last second, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33-32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not anymore. No.
Look at
no. Put me on camera. Put me on
that.
camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read.